Evening, everyone. Welcome to Dice and Paper. I'm very excited for tonight's game, but unfortunately, before we can jump right back into that, we have a couple announcements. Would you guys like to take it away?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, you go first.
Yeah.
You come through.
So, we have merch. If you want to get merch, we have shirts and mugs and socks. We have socks that actually, yeah.
Oh!
There's nothing.
Socks!
You're not
there's
showing
nothing
any
on
of
the
the logos.
Look at the back.
Yeah.
It's
we
got-
have
Don't
socks.
kick the mic.
Yeah, don't get
It's got logo.
Yeah.
And look, it comes with two. I don't know why it comes with two. It's all right. Continue, Isabel.
Yeah. So get them. They're.
As you can see, multiple different colors.
They're-
Multiple colors.
Yeah, all the colors.
And we have underwear too. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding. we don't have that.
He doesn't actually wear underwear.
Yeah, fun story.
That's yeah. No, but you can find those socks and other cool stuff with our logo and stuff on them in the description on YouTube and in the panels on Twitch.
All right, that was fun.
Yeah.
D&D Beyond, thank you so much. Thank you for comping us. We appreciate it. We use your service every single time. Guys, if you
Every
don't
time.
use D&D Beyond,
You may not be
use
playing
D&D Beyond.
Dungeons
Yeah,
and Dragons.
why? Why are you doing that? Get some
And-
help.
And-
Also,
and, yeah.
D&D Beyond has a lot of the new stuff. They
Yeah.
have this new creatures tab. I don't have any, but look at that.
Cool.
Our-
So many examples.
So many examples. Actually, we use Wolfie, Busto's pet. Oh, we forgot to bring
Arthur's not
that.
here.
We don't need to bring it up right now.
Yeah, we use that for Wolfie, and it's super cool. And D&D Beyond, thank you so much. And in addition, tabletop audio. It's what we
It's
use.
so
It's our
cool.
sounds. It's our new musics and shit.
It's
It's
so
really
cool.
It's the best, actually.
It's helped elevate the
Yeah.
experience for us. So
It
much.
is awesome.
Thank you for just having this free service.
Yeah.
Another announcement.
Oh, I do have another announcement, guys. I'm the king of announcements right now. If
Carry that announcement train.
if you want, and you don't have to, it's not needed at all. But there's a donation link under us. It would be the most helpful thing. It would help us get new cameras. We don't need new mics. We're really happy with our setup right now when it comes to actual audio quality. Right now, I am at least. But new cameras, new everything. We need a new camera for the map and everything, and that would just be super useful, and it would help us out so much. It's down in the description on YouTube, and it should be in the panels on Twitch.
All right, bear with me. I'm still feeling a little sick. I didn't even go to school yesterday. If you're watching this on YouTube at Dice and Paper with the little funny symbol thing, that's our YouTube name, right?
Dice
Then
and
we
paper with
have-
a funny symbol.
Yeah. And then without a funny symbol on Instagram, Twitch, and Twitter, which I think our Twitter name comes up every
Yep, at
so
Dice and
often.
Paper.
At Dice and Paper.
At
And
Dice and Paper.
You can check us
All
You
out
can
one
follow
word.
us
No
on
funny
our
symbols.
Twitters too.
right
They're
there.
just-
Right there. They're not
His
there.
and
It's
mine.
our names right now. Hold on a second.
Wait.
Give us a second.
Give it a
Oh,
second.
There
right
it
there.
is.
Put-
Put right there.
Click on that. I mean, don't click on
Right
it.
now.
Don't pause the video. Don't do that.
Oh, wait, they're gone. They're gone.
They're gone. Okay.
You have anything to say?
Yeah, Arthur. Thank you. Thank
you.
Very
Okay.
little
All
camera
right,
shy
guys.
today. I
Anyway.
love that picture.
Yeah. Arthur, we're so sorry if you're watching this.
We love you, man.
Please forgive us.
I was
We love
told to
you.
find a picture of you, and that was the first one I had that I thought was good.
No, you said I have a perfect one. And then you-
It was still the first one. I did have a perfect one, and it was still the first one that I could find.
Please don't get mad at us.
He's the one that printed it out. He's the one that asked for it.
No, anyway.
He's the one that
Any-
put it on
anyway,
the
anyway,
screen.
anyway. Arthur, we love you. Arthur, we love you. Anyway.
Love Busto Man.
With enough of this world's business out of the way, let's journey back over to the world of D&D. And that world is a curious place. I don't know if I've told you that before, but today a scourge reaches out in the night. It's carried by a soul of rot. Welcome to Dice and Paper. God, I love that song.
It's a good song.
I love
It's a
that
good song. Anyway,
Eh.
before we get right back into it, as is stream tradition, we're gonna have a quick recap. Actually, quick this time. I don't have to do the recap. So, Isabel, would you like to take it away?
Yeah, so last time we we left Oakstead finally after sort of like going around
Still
and,
took a
and
while.
buying stuff and
Buying more
we,
stuff.
we dragged out leaving pretty long. But we left and we're in the forest and it's really cool and we have like a cool campsite with a statue and
Like a hand.
yeah, we're in the
Big palm.
Arbor Home Woods
Oh, yeah.
outside of Oakstead on the way to the harbor.
That's where
Sick.
Busto came
We
from.
also
right?
have one on the wall. over
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have
A
a
map.
map up on the wall.
In case you
And-
can't see that, here you go.
There's a map.
Yeah,
up
so
on the
check out
screen
the
now.
map.
Oh, nice.
We
There's a
added
map
it.
on
We
the
added it to the screen.
Wasn't sure if it was gonna be there. We're
It's
blocking
over
out.
Trevor's face.
Yep. You
but
can't
that
see our
doesn't
DM
matter.
right now.
But there you guys go.
Yeah, just
Oh,
so you
man.
guys can see the map.
Whenever we're talking about navigation,
Yeah.
that'll come.
So,
Yeah.
I believe last time it was Busto and Nick who took second watch.
Yes.
And actually,
But he fell asleep, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
you
he
fell
did.
asleep.
and you were a little ways away from the campsite, Orion.
Yeah.
So, you're actually woken up
Uh-oh.
before, or right after sunrise. It was a long night. I think we said last time you were pretty damn cold away from the fire. You didn't take any damage. You didn't take any levels of exhaustion. Wasn't very comfortable.
Right.
But you're woken up. You can hear you sort of are slowly coming to. You're like I'd say you're probably like it's coming from around the other side of this sunken statue that you guys camped in last night, and it sounds like some sort of muffled argument. One of the voices, or actually, you do recognize both of the voices. It is Busto and Nick. Nick seems to be protesting something, and Busto is just sort of. It sounds like he's trying to pacify her, but kind of hurriedly.
So basically, you hear screaming and.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, I guess I would kind of get up and like investigate what's going on.
Quietly.
Sure, yeah.
Sure, roll stealth for me.
Wow, I didn't even have my character sheet open.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're so asleep.
Sorry, Cal.
Oh,
Demons.
good roll. 19.
Whoa.
Yeah. You kind of crawl around and
Doesn't even beat his path.
for kind of funny visual. Let's say you're peeking over the shoulder of this statue, this big shoulder. So you're kind of like looking around the side of this robed head, and
He's like fully 90 degrees.
yeah.
Yeah, we both-
And when you peek over, you see what looks to be the end of an argument. But Nick kind of throws her hands up in anger, frustration, something, and Busto looks really upset but relieved, and he turns around. Wolfie looks like he's already a little ways down into the woods away from you, and Busto kind of trots to catch up with Wolfie and heads off in the woods away. And Nick goes around the other side of the statue from you, back towards where Cal is sleeping.
And I know he's sleeping though.
Sure.
Zika.
I'm gonna follow Nick. I don't care if she hears me.
Okay, yeah. So Nick, I'd say you just to give you a little bit of context. Busto fell asleep right in the beginning of your watch.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
But Wolfie didn't. Wolfie stayed awake all
Yeah,
night.
He was a trooper.
Yeah, right until around sunrise when he sort of stiffened and all the fur on his back stood up at once. And then he'd been kind of your companion through the night while you stood watch. Wolfie immediately left you and ran back to the camp towards Busto, waking him from his sleep and kind of hurriedly trying to push him away from the campsite. You followed after them for a second, trying to convince Busto not to head off without you guys, but though he didn't specify why, he insisted he had to go with Wolfie.
Okay.
Okay. And just heading back from that argument, you hear someone kind of jogging, running up through the dried leaves behind you.
Ooh, I pull a knife on him.
How close am I?
I'd say you probably got pretty close before she pulled a knife.
I would, try to respond as quickly as possible, bringing my axes up, not in like a threatening manner, but in a defensive situation, like
Yeah.
crossing them, trying to block.
I mean, it's pretty clearly Nick.
Yeah, I know. I knew it was Nick. I just don't really appreciate knives being thrown in
Yeah.
my face.
Sorry, man.
What was that all about?
Nothing. Just Busto fucking taking off on us.
He's taking off on us.
Yeah.
He can't do that.
Yeah, well, that's what I told him, and he just did, so.
Should we go get him?
I don't know. He's gone, man.
We gotta wake Cal up.
Yeah, I was on the way to do that before you so stealthily decided to follow me.
I wasn't trying to be stealthy. Whatever, let's just go get Cal.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go back over to the fire and I'll
Yeah.
sort of like wake him up.
I'll be right there.
Morning.
Hey man, Busto left.
What?
Okay, yeah. Useless thing after fucking useless thing, right? So basically, you woke us up to go watch. I was like, okay, at least Busto will be here, we can chat. He fell asleep the second we sat down. And then this morning, Wolfie was like, oh, wake up, Busto, we gotta go. Well, I mean, he was thinking that. And so Busto literally just took off into the woods. And I was like, what the fuck
Well,
are you
which-
doing? And
Did he go
way
back
did
to the
go?
caravan?
what?
The caravan is right here next to
He
the
didn't
hand.
know.
Yeah.
He just
okay.
walked away with the wolf. Which way did he go?
Yeah, which way
Trevor?
did he go?
Northeast, I'd say.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe he left something back at Oaks.
He went northeast, I'd say. Oakstead isn't super northeast, man.
Yeah, that's more
I
northwest.
don't think he
guess.
was going to
Trevor.
Oakstead.
Yes.
Are we southwest of that tower?
Yeah, I'm sort of
Um,
checking that out.
No. Not
Okay.
really. And I don't know if
We're
you-
not very far away from Oakstead still. We're
Yeah,
we're pretty
you're
we're
on-
probably a couple centimeters away.
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
map.
We're like,
Okay.
I
we're
wouldn't
like the
even say a
next
couple
tree on the
centimeters,
right side
man.
of
the tower
side of the
where
wood.
the tower is marked on the map. It is probably
In that area.
a little bit south of due east. And I don't. Did you ever ask
So we're, like,
anyone about the
there.
tower, like Miss Delana?
We don't. So we probably wouldn't know anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
Cal's probably
What you
only-
do know
the
is a
only
lot
one
of the
that's
things
noticed
marked on this map are approximate. If they're not named
Would I have gone-
specifically, they're just there because they know it's somewhere.
Yeah.
They don't know exactly.
Would I have
where.
like ever gone? Would I have gone by it when I was like riding that lizard into Oakstead?
the tower?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Then I'll just assume I never discovered it on my own.
Yeah. No, you've never run into it.
Okay.
You found it. Is that one yours?
Good job.
Looks like Busto's.
I need one.
You
Maybe
do need
it's not
one.
mine then.
That's a good point. We'll get to.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get to it. Yeah. So, you guys. I mean, if you'd wanted to chase after him, it would be away from where you're going right now, and it wouldn't be towards the tower either. You can reasonably assume that's not where he's going.
All right, guys. You guys keep saying this is so time sensitive, so we just gotta hope that.
You're the one who said that the most, but continue.
Actually, I'm the one that wanted to make a
Well,
side
we need
stop.
we need to find our friend before we continue on.
He's lived in the woods all his life. He knows where he is.
He's part of our team. We can't just leave him.
Well, he just
needs
left
some time
us.
he needs some time to cool off. He knows how to track us.
I've seen his connection with that dog. He's not just leaving because he felt like leaving. He's leaving because something's probably going on.
Don't we need to get to?
We need to keep moving forward, but
If he
We
doesn't
can-
want to be
let's
found,
leave a
we're not
note.
gonna
Let's
find.
leave a note for him.
Yeah, we'll leave. I'll make sure we leave.
Can he
decent
read?
tracks.
okay,
Can he
that's a good-
read?
We can just make an
Let's
arrow.
leave a fucking breadcrumb
No,
trail.
let's just leave an arrow.
That'll
I'll make sure we leave decent tracks. So.
Fuck, can he read?
I literally
No,
don't.
he
do
asked
not
you.
know if
Sure.
He
can
asked
read.
you to teach him how to
Yeah, I
read.
know. I remember that.
We'll just leave him an arrow in the direction we go.
Yeah, let's draw him. Yeah,
No, we'll leave him a map with a marking.
he can't.
Nobody drew a map while we were going. We don't have.
We
a
have
map.
multiple maps, right?
We don't have a map, do we?
I have a map.
We literally got.
That's my
yeah.
map. Fucking fuck.
Wait, can I like look at it really quick, sketch it out, and then finish drawing it on the caravan?
I'm probably
One of my
the
skills is
best
that
sketch.
if I
You're-
see a map, I'm really good at remembering it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
gonna depending on how much detail you put into the map. Like if you're recreating the whole map, you're not gonna be able to just
Can we
quickly
just
do
tell
it.
him to follow the
I
river?
just want like I just want from Oakstead to where we're going.
Yeah,
I just want
let's
that part. I don't
let's
need all this
write
stuff
that.
up here.
But he can't
and over
read.
here.
How can we
fucking read.
write
God
it?
damn
if he
it,
can't?
Arthur! Why'd you have to make a dumb character that walks
God
away?
damn it.
We love him
So
though.
I'll just
but-
like take like half an hour, do a quick sketch, and then finish it on the cart. That
Yeah.
work?
No, I don't think we should do that. I think we should just tell him to follow the river. That's where we're going, anyways.
How do we tell him anything if he can't read?
Can you draw?
Pictures?
Can you draw?
Pictures. Let's do a little comic book of like us going.
Can I,
And
as the intelligent one, try to discern what would be the easiest thing for him to make out as follow the river?
A boat on the water.
No, that would confuse him.
I would just think of a river
I mean-
and
With an arrow. Yeah.
Yeah,
Have you
that
guys
works.
discussed where you're going?
Following. Yeah, we said that we're gonna. I think we said.
We said we were
We're
going to
the
Telechek Harbor.
And then.
But he is
sailing.
Busto, so I want to
He
leave it
would
anyways.
probably forget. Yeah.
I'm going to take a rock and go up inside of the hand. Do you know what finger he was sleeping on?
Probably the
Someone
middle one.
specified they were on the middle finger.
That was
It
him.
was you.
I
I
was
don't
on
think
the
he says.
thumb.
We'll say for convenience sake he was on the ring finger.
Okay, I will on the ring finger, fucking hieroglyph, just carve in.
What?
Can we just like
A
leave him
river?
a bucket of water?
Is the hand looking towards the river? Can we see the river from where we are?
Mm-hmm.
Is the hand?
It's
hand?
like a stone's throw away.
Okay, so looking towards the river, which is I'm assuming the fingers are like this and the river's over here.
Yeah.
Then draw the river and have an arrow going that way, because Oakstead would be to our right.
Yep.
So that way.
Yeah. You don't need to roll anything for that. You just take this kind of heavy rock and just beat this little. It turns out all right. This little chiseled diagram of a boat heading down the river. I think you said, just sort of a directional.
They
arrow.
didn't want the boat. I
Just
wanted
You
just
didn't
an
want the
arrow.
boat?
Just,
Just an arrow?
a
That works.
river with an arrow.
So just like a wavy line and
Don't
an arrow.
don't put too
thrown
much
at-
thought in it. I mean,
Yeah.
we're gonna have tracks. He can track us. We've seen him in action. He's lived in the woods
Are there berries nearby?
for many years.
You could forage if you want to roll a survival check for me.
Do we have any leftover ones from that awful pie?
I don't know how
soup-
many. Would
soup.
you have used all the berries for the pie?
All the ones that I gathered.
ones
I
that
could.
you
I would
guys
know where the
Busto
bushes
ate.
are.
Yeah,
if I
you could
recall
just follow Orion
correctly.
back to where he got the berries the first time.
Nah, it's fine. I was gonna be nice and leave him a little treat there, but
Aw.
whatever.
He
Let's
already
just-
has been.
He
Let's
would have
just continue.
appreciated
He
that.
would have.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
We have a lot of things on our mind. We need to keep moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you be in the back, Nick? Can you take Buster's job?
What and look?
Is that
Yeah.
you have no? You're not. You don't have a very good perception.
I
do
have
you?
an okay perception.
What's yours?
+3.
Mine's +3 as well.
Oh, okay. So that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm really good at making maps. That's what I was going to do on the ride.
Okay, so
we
we
have
can do
more
that. I'll be the
maps.
navigator.
Yeah, so I will sit out there and look. I will warn you though, my attention span is like a second and a half. So
Just do your best.
I will. Thank you. I'll sit in the back.
Okay.
My music box is done, right? I worked on it all night and all day.
Yeah, I'd say you've gotten it to the tune that you were looking for.
Sweet.
A lot of trial and error, but you did work it out eventually.
It's like a 3-minute song, I think.
Okay. So Cal, you're navigating again.
Yep.
You're three horses and a cow.
Yep.
Buster didn't take a horse. Did he?
So
He just walked off. yeah.
first, can I have you roll a perception check for me?
Yes, you can, and I need to get my dice out.
Okay.
Sorry.
Could I and
Since you're currently noticing threats.
Yeah.
could Cal and I roll with disadvantage because we're not really looking, but if something was gonna
Ooh.
be right there,
9.
That's
just be
passive perception.
9.
Yeah.
would it be passive
Um,
perception?
Yeah.
And Cal, I need
have
you to make a
13.
survival check for navigation. You're using the river, so
Natural
Natural
20.
natural 20. Well, dude, I mean,
You know your way, like
You
the
know
back
where
of your
you're
hand.
going.
God, okay, guys. I don't know what it is about this die. It gets natural 20s like at
Yeah.
the beginning of every episode.
I don't need to roll anything, right?
yeah. What are you doing with
I'm
the
making
time?
a map
Oh, you're working on the map, right?
based off of the map that Cal has, I believe. And if he would he need that navigate?
His
I already
big.
have a map.
I know, but I'm drawing one
You'd probably. I'd just say sit up in the front with me.
All right, I'll set up in the front. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Nick.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you spend this first leg of the day sitting in the back of the cart looking out for threats. Well, Nick and Orion, or Cal and Orion.
Fight.
No, you two sit up front. It's kind of a quiet day. There's not a lot of talking so much. Your path begins fading into the surrounding wilderness, so it seems to become less and less traveled. It becomes very indistinct from the surrounding woods, and the sort of almost rock lining that had been on the edges to maintain the boundary of the path in the woods is completely gone. The signs of civilization pretty quickly grow fewer and farther between. There aren't any more signs. There aren't these little spots where you can see trees have been cut down. It is just pure, heavy wilderness. However, around midday, right around the time you guys are starting to notice that pretty much the path is just gone, it's just a less wooded area at this point, your trek is brought to an abrupt halt by this large boulder, which seems to have been discarded in the center of the path, and unfortunately it is blocking the way of the caravan right now. So you're not going to be able to continue directly on the path with the caravan just because it won't fit with your 4 steeds and the cart. You could try and cross the river or go deeper into the woods.
So
or
we have to
carry the caravan across the boulder, I guess.
Cal, how tall are
But the current situation is, Nick, I'd say...
Yeah.
Oh, there is one other thing of notice. You rolled a 9, right?
Uh-huh.
Can you roll a d8 for me?
6'3".
That might come in handy.
6. Yeah, the only thing you notice is around maybe an hour before you guys are brought to a stop. You actually all pretty much notice this with your passive perceptions. There is this very loud cawing noise, like a hawk or something, but just ear-splittingly loud for just a second. It sounds like it's a couple miles off. Yeah, you got it covered.
He did it 3 times.
Tabletop audio is the best.
He did it 3 times.
It is the
but-
best.
Yeah, and you guys kind of hear it. It kind of brings a stop, and you sort of look around, but you don't catch sight of anything except a flock of birds kind of startling.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Here we go.
Yes.
Okay. Cal, how tall are you? 6'6"?
6'3". Can I say this right now? I'm
What?
6'3".
That's
I
really-
completely
that's
forgot
really
about that,
tall.
but I'm really fucking tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tall. So
pretty damn
how
tall.
tall are our horses? Like 5? Like the backs of them would be like 5 feet.
Lift up the horse.
I'm not asking you to lift up the horse. I'm asking you to go into the river and see if you can touch. Because if you can, then our horses can go through.
That's true. Yeah,
How high's the cart?
But I'm
Where are the
2 feet
wheels?
and you're 3 feet, so we probably would.
a couple feet.
I'm
It
in
would.
the back, man.
it might-
I'm not
It's
interacting
made
with
of
anyone.
wood.
Yeah.
I think we should go through the woods.
I think. These-
Personally, based off of experience, being stuck in the water is way worse than
Well,
being
personally, based off experience, these woods aren't exactly the friendliest ones.
I'm gonna, from the back, I'll be like, let's go into the woods.
stuck. You heard the lady?
All right, if we die, it's your fault.
Okay.
Also, I have a question, and it's not an important one, but since I've been just alone in the back this entire time, and they're both in the front, can I have been looking through Orion's things?
Wait, what things do I have? I think everything I'd have is on me, right?
Like,
My bag.
yeah, your bag,
Yeah.
his bag.
The meat bag. Is there
Yeah,
anything
that's
else?
True.
I'd
The
have
fucking...
meat.
Wait, would your music box be in there?
No, my music box and my necklace. I would assume your discretion would be in my pocket, my coat pocket.
It's not a big music box.
I
It's
think-
like a.
But would you be afraid they fall out?
No. I make sure I keep.
Yeah,
it.
Nick, roll sleight of hand for me.
Go ahead, take out the meat.
I just want to.
27.
21.
Fuck.
Yeah, you pretty. I mean, you were. Is there anything in there she could find of
Meat?
note
Other
besides
than
meat?
meat, is there
I would
anything
say
but
my
meat?
water skin. Oh shit!
Huh.
There's vodka in my water skin.
Wait,
If you wanted
do you
to
have
use-
that thing?
Does
the,
have.
I have the
board
board
juice.
juice. No, that would be in my pocket too. The 3 things I have are the board juice, the necklace, and the music box. What else do I have?
Meat.
Meat and a.
And vodka. That's
Meat
all.
and
That,
vodka.
That's all that
Yeah.
would be there.
Yeah, your
Meat
arm
and
gets pretty
vodka.
gross from digging around in the bag.
Me,
But, like,
Yeah.
a bottle of full
Aw.
vodka, and empty bottle.
Because I mean, it was
I mean,
rotting when it was in the
yeah,
lizard. It's
I don't
fermented.
put the whole arm in. I'm just like peeking in, and I maybe want to take some out and throw it at
Make a
stuff.
Constitution saving throw.
From holding
You
that.
so
yeah.
should.
No, yeah, you kind of. I mean, you pick it up and like, it's almost like a paste.
Oh
It's
my God.
that. It's getting to
That's
that point.
literally disgusting. I want to throw
That's
it.
so awesome.
It's like
Yeah, I mean, you throw it and it like
Throw it
it
and
just,
hit
like
Cal in the head.
No, I'm not throwing it at you guys. I'm just
Nick
trying to get
and
rid of
Cal
it.
fight
Yeah.
over meat paste.
like a wet paper towel. It just sort of arcs through the air and just onto the ground
That's
behind
pretty
you.
nice. Okay, great. And I know that he has vodka now.
Wait, why
Okay,
would you do that?
because I wanted to throw meat.
You're leaving
That's
a
such
shark bait.
Yeah,
tail
right. That's what I was
trail.
just thinking. There's gonna be a giant fucking monster that comes out. Like, oh, this is good. Sees tracks.
You know what? I did think of that, and I don't care because
Hopefully,
the urge to throw meat is really strong.
that is a good thing for. Yeah, no, Buster's gonna follow us and come up when the monsters.
No,
eat.
yeah, we leave a trail of rotten meat for Busto to follow.
That would
us
so
by.
be gone by the if he ever turns if he
I
ever
don't know,
comes
man.
back.
I don't think a wolf would eat rotten meat.
No,
or
it's-
like an animal.
It's
would come out there.
it's not. I didn't throw a lot. I just
Undead
took one
monsters will.
handful and chucked it because the
And that's, like,
consistency. That is tiny.
Okay.
Nice.
If it's a paste, I would obviously be able to see that there's a scoop gone, right? If I ever
No,
open
'cause
my
it would
bag.
just-
I'm super
Back into
good.
itself.
I'm super good at making it look like I don't take things.
She just goes, and then she just
and then just
pats
like
it down.
yeah.
All right,
You-
whatever.
No,
Look,
you know
I know
what?
Orion does some weird shit. I'm pretty sure you don't keep an inventory of your rotten meat.
I know, but I mean,
Although-
I would
It's like
if I ever open my
20
bag,
pounds.
You know what?
I mean, how much
No.
meat did you chuck out?
a handful, and
a
for
handful
her,
of
that's
meat.
about this big. But
And-
her hands are bigger than mine. She's a foot taller.
Well, forget, dude. There's like a lot of fucking meat.
That's
in
fine.
your
That's fine.
bag.
I don't
Like,
care about it.
there's
that much.
probably like 40 handfuls.
That's
of
fine.
meat.
I
But
don't
what
care
about
about
this
that.
actually? I don't want to hide it. I make it look intentionally like I have taken more meat than I actually did.
It's just like the bag's open and it's just spilling.
yeah,
over
yeah,
the
yeah,
edge of
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
bag.
yeah. I make it really, really obvious.
That one, like I just said I didn't care.
Yeah, I know.
Can
I
you
just
roll
want to make.
performance for
Yeah.
She's like, da 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 da.
15.
15.
I'm making it really. Yeah.
Do you want to add a little piece of flair to that? Is
Yeah.
there anything-
yeah.
Something's on the ceiling.
Yeah, no,
We're
Orion.
outside.
You see Nick very audibly going, ew, ew,
Yeah.
ew,
Yeah,
from the back, and then you just hear like a,
absolutely.
and then from the back of the cart.
I gotta get back there. Like, hey, what's going on? Oh,
Yeah, I mean, when you
shit.
turn around, you see Nick very like, almost like kind of like glancing, like
Yeah, I'm
she's
just
been waiting
checking,
for you to
yeah.
look, and the second you come around, she goes, and then like looks at you and goes,
Oh.
Yeah, I do like a oops.
Ew, you touch your face with that hand?
Oh.
That's gross.
It's the other hand.
Ew.
The other hand.
dude, she's throwing out your meat.
Man, I'm just gonna go get my bag.
You can't let someone come up here and touch your meat like that.
Yeah.
So you,
I
you
go
can't
up-
let someone defile
I go
your
up
meat.
front to Cal and be like, dude, Nick just touched my meat.
Yo,
Hey!
I'm just gonna
guys,
keep-
the whole caravan smells like rotten meat
Yeah,
at
it
this
does.
point. Like,
I'm just gonna keep my head forward and just.
Hey, also, hey Orion, why do you have all this vodka and you never even gave me any?
Last time,
It's gone.
is it gone? It's not gone, is it?
No, I didn't drink it.
Oh, I
just
didn't know if you dumped it out.
Just a little bit. Why would I waste that?
I don't know. The last time I saw you have a drink, you were really, really intoxicated.
Well, that wasn't. Well, you know what? Whatever. You know, if I don't remember it, it didn't happen.
There's a lot from that night that I wish I could forget.
Can we go around this rock, please, boys?
I guess we're going through the woods. I gotta vote it.
I think you guys were already heading through the woods, right?
I would just
Around,
I'm
yeah.
not sure.
Cal, I have a question. Because you're no longer following the river, what exactly are you doing to navigate?
Wait, how
What
big
is your
is
method?
this rock?
It's
Using
not
the
that big,
sun.
but
You can't use the
but
sun,
the woods
it's
are
at
like
noon.
pretty.
Is it
it's-
noon?
He said midday.
Yeah, it's about noon. It's not that big of a rock, but the woods are wooded in such a way that to go around it kind of requires you to take a bit of a roundabout.
okay.
Can we
path
hear the
back.
wood? Can we hear the river?
I'd say you can hear it. hard to pinpoint direction
Yeah.
from sense of sound, though. You're not really going that far. I don't mean to concern you. You're only going like
Yeah, we're just going
100
around.
meters into the heavy woods away from the river, but I do need you to. You're gonna have to make a survival check. I'm just curious
Okay,
about if
that's fine.
you had a
Going
method in
100
mind you wanted
meters
to
and you're
use to
gonna
get
get
back
lost.
to the path.
If we were back there, I
I'll
could
use the
think of-
wind, which way the trees are blowing.
That's smart. Yeah, go ahead and roll
Advantage.
+3.
Okay. Well, including my bonus.
Just add 3. I'm just cutting down the normal bonus a little bit.
So that's 12.
Eesh.
Okay.
Alright. He's not going far. So.
Sorry. Yeah. So can I actually have you roll d12 for me real quick?
5.
5. Okay. So as you're heading back, you do get a little off of where you intended to go, and you end up coming back onto the path a couple, like around 50 meters to the left of where you were expecting. It's not that big of a deal. It just required you to kind of take a rougher route than you expected, and at one point actually it becomes so bumpy and disturbed on the ground that it feels like the entire caravan is about to tip over. But after, I mean, only a couple minutes, like it felt longer, but it was probably only like half an hour to 45 minutes, you do find your way back to the path and continue onward. You guys actually, unless there's anything you want to stop to do,
How long has it been since we last stopped? Have we not stopped today?
you guys haven't taken a rest yet today.
You guys want lunch? You hungry or?
Not from you.
I'm not particularly hungry now. I think I'm good.
We can keep going.
I think we should just
Um,
keep tracking.
I don't know what time sunset is. I don't even remember what
We
time of
need to
year it
bust a
is.
sundial.
I'd want to go out getting stuff an hour and a half before sunset,
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
keep looking at
or sooner.
looking
I don't
right
care.
at
But
that.
I mean, I obviously can get for a party of me and 5, but I just want to make sure I
Sure.
have time.
Yeah. You continue. So I'd say, yeah. Orion brings up that he'd like to camp around evening again, like you did last time.
That way I could get us some berries, maybe even a deer or rabbit or something.
Will you not try to cook? Like,
think we
will
should-
you just get it?
Well, that was just. I'm not very good at cooking that stuff. I can cook meat very well.
Wasn't that meat that you made into
Yeah,
that
but that was
nasty-
like with berries and stuff. That
Okay.
was bad. I can
Brian?
cook regular meat fine.
Is there any way you could teach me how to hunt?
I can teach you how to hunt. I mean, the biggest thing I use to hunt my hunting trap, but I can teach you how to trap.
Okay.
Or
sounds
if we see something, I throw my axe at it sometimes. But yeah, I'll teach you that. And how to forage.
Certainly.
Thank you.
So you guys actually, you camp at the base of this sort of steep hill. Not quite a cliff, but, you know, getting there. It's trying its
Is it
best.
close to the stream still?
Yeah, you guys, when you camp, I don't assume you want to go particularly far away from the path. It's pretty convenient. It's already flat ground, and you're not going to get lost in the woods.
And
Um,
it's dark out now, right?
It's getting there.
Okay.
Orion said he wanted to hunt before it gets dark.
An hour and a half.
So I'd
before.
say it's getting to that point of orange in the sky, but it isn't too dim to
So
see.
if you're where we live, it's at 2:00.
Yeah.
So you camp at the base of this steep hill. These bramble bushes and broken trees sort of littering the hillside. And Orion and Cal set off a little ways into the woods to go find food for tonight.
I'd ask Nick to make a fire.
Yeah. And Nick stays behind to make the fire. Cal and Orion, while you're out... No.
Shut
You
up.
don't need to do it every single time.
It comes to my head.
I know, me too.
Orion, so you're setting up a trap, right?
Yeah, I'd take Cal. I'd look around for a couple minutes, and I'd be like, "All right, Cal. So you see this little trail? How the grass is kind of pushed down?
Yeah.
This is a rabbit trail, and it looks like the rabbit was going this way. So we're gonna set the trap right here in the middle, kind of put it underneath a stick, so that way it's kind of concealed. And then when the rabbit comes through the trail to get back to its hole for the night, it'll hopefully go through our trap, and become ensnared. I can kill it, and we can have it for dinner tonight."
That sounds perfect. Should we put something inside of it just in case he moves around it?
Well, That's not a very good idea. Usually you would do that off of a trail,
Yeah.
or else they'd be suspicious that something is just all of a sudden in the trail. And you'd usually do that with rabbits around a berry bush or something, that, or in a field of clovers where they eat a lot.
Yep.
But since this is just where they travel, it's a perfect spot for the trap.
Okay, well, that sounds fantastic.
And then,
So we just wait?
yeah, we should go out looking for berries, and then we'll just go further, and then on our way back to camp, we'll check it. And who knows? Hopefully, we'll get something. It looks like a heavily traveled trail, so I would assume that something will run through.
Alright, sounds good.
All right.
While we're on our trip to go get berries, can I make a makeshift bow?
Do you have any
I have hemp and
experience in making?
rope. I was a soldier, so I have experience in making weapons, probably. Like, makeshift weapons.
And I'm.
Do you have any proficiency in like carpentry or that kind of thing?
I could help him. I'm
you
a
can
tinker,
definitely.
That's true.
and
That's true.
and I've lived outside. For
I mean, you can
the last
definitely
20
try.
years.
That's for sure. I'm not sure what you'd roll for that. Maybe just straight.
Oh, By
Nature?
the way, I'm proficient in vehicles on land,
Good
so
job.
I'm proficient in the cars.
I would-
point.
I
So
would-
you get to add proficiency bonus.
I would think that you might
Navigation.
roll nature just in case, like, so you grab the right type
That's a
of
good
stuff.
point. Yeah. Can you make a nature check?
Should I do it too since I'm helping?
Yeah, you can help him too.
10.
Oh, it hit my computer.
Here, actually, I have a better way to result. Can you just add your nature bonus to his roll?
1.
So 4, or so
I have better survival
11?
than nature, but
Yeah.
I feel like nature would be the way.
you make an attempt. Do you have any twine or something, or are you trying to
We have
actually
rope.
make it from?
I'd say we have rope, and I would just, you know how rope is a bunch of twine wrapped? I just take a strip.
Yeah. So you put together.
you only need 4 feet.
It's honestly, it's not great. It's not really. You don't think it's gonna make a particularly serviceable bow. It's good enough to practice with, but to actually kill things, it's probably
Could
not
I
gonna.
could
be
I
effective.
basically just tell him that?
Yeah, I'd say Orion would kind of.
I'd
be
relate.
probably be pretty ashamed of it, too.
I wouldn't be ashamed because I helped you. So I mean, it's both of us together. I mean, it was mostly
Well-
you. I'd give you encouragement. I'd be like,
You
there's
got
not
this.
a lot of material around here anyway. Buddy.
That's so sweet.
You're using
Can I
maple,
use
but
your
you want to use
crossbow?
oak. Ooh. I'd be like,
If I need it. If I see something.
well, I kind of take my crossbow off. I'm like, this is pretty small for you. I don't think you'd be able to get your finger through the trigger guard.
Is it actually, like...
It is. I mean, it's made for him. It's pretty small.
I'm a 2-foot gnome. You're a 6'3". You were just talking about how tall you are.
Okay.
Maybe doesn't
I'll tell you what to
Nick
shoot.
have a bow?
No.
Yes, she does.
And hers is an actual bow, correct?
No, it's not. I have a
you have,
crossbow.
you have
Oh.
rapiers and
I'm sorry.
two daggers.
I have a short bow.
See?
Fantastic. Okay.
So what?
I'm
What
just
you
suddenly
want?
getting a hankering for a bow.
Could I?
I just want to fucking shoot something. I've been playing a lot of Red Dead.
Are there any like rotting stumps around that I could just like pick up pretty much to use as a target, so you could aim at the stump?
Oh yeah. I'd say yeah. If you go looking, I mentioned that this hillside seems to have kind of knocked down
Right.
almost some trees. There's a couple that have been uprooted enough. You could just aim at the side of the fallen
Yeah.
trunk.
Okay. I'd let him borrow 3 of my arrows. They're not very long arrows, but
Sure. Cal, are you gonna make a shot? I'll have you
Sure.
roll
it's.
ranged attack.
I'd try to.
You don't get to add your proficiency bonus to this.
I'm going
bow.
to show you the best way to use a crossbow bolt as a bow,
Okay.
or as an arrow. I mean.
So,
On
Just
your,
at-
on
just
your
at the
shitty
stump?
bow.
Yeah,
alright.
From
make range attack.
10 yards.
No proficiency bonus. I don't think you're.
So just straight roll.
Yeah, basically. You can add
Dex.
you can add dex to it.
So 11.
So 11.
I have no dex bonus.
Yeah. You don't quite hit the target, but you do manage to launch off an arrow that sticks in the ground, which is an achievement with the bow you've crafted.
There you go.
Wasn't a great shot, but you know, it is success of some sort.
Cal,
Does
promise
it have
me.
enough force to look like it could kill something if it did hit it? A rabbit. Could kill a rabbit.
I
It
don't
would
know.
bounce off a rabbit.
It wouldn't bounce off. It feels like it might not be consistent enough.
I would be
consistently
like, I'd be like,
accurate.
Cal, your bow is a squirrel killing bow.
Our bow.
Your bow, my arrows. Just
Whatever
promise
floats
me
your
one
boat.
thing. You only use that when we're camped and there's everybody behind you.
All right, sounds
Not
good.
in actual battle.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
When you walk off in front of me, I throw it into the bushes. Just keep the arrows.
I gave you 3 of my bolts. Damn it. Okay.
Yeah, I'll keep 'em.
Did we get it? Did we get anything in the trap?
How
Actually,
long
no.
have you guys been wandering around in the woods, by the way?
It was not
Probably
super far. I would
20 minutes.
no, because I wanted to do it for like an hour. An
Well,
hour.
so far 20 minutes, but we have.
Oh, do you want to keep going?
No, I was thinking about foraging more.
Okay, we can
Can
keep
I make-
foraging. Never mind.
A perception check to, throughout the hour, look to see if I see any animals.
Sure.
And
Can I do that
sneak
too?
around.
Because I'm
Go
I'm,
ahead.
I'm hunting right now. And berries, I guess. God damn it!
21
What were we?
Damn.
What were we rolling?
Perception.
perception.
Perception. Oh, okay.
Do I have to make a stealth check too?
6.
See if I don't scare them away.
So if you're
doubled my
hunting
roll.
for animals,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just do his. His was a lot higher than mine.
Yeah. Go ahead and you guys are staying together, right?
Natural 20
Really?
For
Damn.
what?
for stealth. So
Oh, I gotta
natural
do
20
stealth?
21 for perception, natural 20 for stealth. You stay the fuck away from me.
All right, I won't. I'll just stay away from him. He told me to stay away, so I'll stay away. Or I'll go the.
Don't
I'll,
you- don't
we'll
you ruin
split
my
up.
stealth
We'll
with your
split up.
bad
He
rolls.
goes somewhere, and I'll go
Yeah,
looking for berries.
I'll move off towards where I, like, away from the stream.
Cal.
Because that's more forested.
You're splitting up.
Cal,
Yeah.
Cal, what are you
Okay.
doing?
I'm gonna go out see if I can find anything. Can I take your crossbow?
No. And I just thought of a really good idea that I want to do. If we split up, I want to make a fishing pole.
There's a lot of construction going on.
Yeah, but they're all things you
Yeah,
can make in the
it's
woods.
not going to be a
just a
particularly
construction
advanced fishing
montage.
pole. It's basically going to be a stick with a rope on the end.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Could
but
I- could
I'd
I-
say you can pull that off.
I'd have to break an arrow, but could I like rip off the end of like an arrowhead to make it like a hook?
I like that. Make a nature check with advantage.
Nature check with advantage. I just got 2 really bad rolls, so I'm not sure how this is gonna go. Not terrible. Better. 17.
17. Yeah, no, I mean, it's basically just this like dissected rope on the end of a stick.
Right.
But
But it'll get
perfectly
a
functional.
trout or a bass or something, right?
it's gonna be a bit difficult to get it too far out in the river.
Right.
But
I can wade.
yeah, you can wait a little bit. You're a bit short. You
Yeah.
can't wade that far. But
If I need to, Cal can do it.
true.
I'd have to teach you.
But
how to fish.
Cal, you start kind of creeping through the woods, sticking to sections of the ground that don't have any dead sticks or leaves. And after surprisingly little time, like maybe only half an hour or so, you hear a noise from the woods that you did not make.
Take my trident and sneak up to it.
Yeah, you kind of come around this like bluff side of the hill, which has definitely become a actual cliff at this point, and you see maybe 20 paces from you what looks like a small bear.
Is he within earshot? So if he had to yell, I'd hear him.
It's a good question. He doesn't know where you are.
Okay,
Yeah.
is it a black bear? Because Cal's not dumb. He's been through
Is
the
it black
forest.
or
It's
brown?
brown.
It's a brown.
Yeah.
It's white. It's me.
It's facing away from you right
It's
now.
not a small grizzly bear though.
It doesn't look like it.
It's not a polar bear.
It's not definitely not a polar bear.
Thank Christ.
It's not a polar
Dude,
bear. That's
You want to roll
covered in mud.
perception? For
Bear
me?
Yes,
versus
please.
bear action.
It's
That
like
would be
fucking
so
King
cool.
Kong. He comes out and just pulls its jaw.
It's
open.
not. It's not that big. It's
Damn
only
it.
like this big.
Every time,
Perception 14.
every time
14?
I think about my character, I always think
Yeah,
of Donkey
it's
Kong.
actually it's not like
So
brown.
love
It's
that
closer to like a grayish silver, even edging into like a blue color.
Ow, little bear.
It does.
Shit, it's magic.
With a 14, yeah, I'd say you kind of pause for a second. You already rolled that 20 for stealth, and you wait for a second, and you see it kind of turn its head to the side, and then fully rotate its neck around. Because this is not a regular bear. This is it looks to be an owl bear cub.
Get back
A
up.
cub. Okay, so bears don't like it when you touch their cub.
Get back up.
Cal wants food.
Oh my fucking god.
He wants to feed Nick.
A quarter of a rabbit would do that.
This is tough. going
I
to.
can't say anything.
Oh, I wish I had that meat, mother. I'm gonna climb up a tiny bit, at probably 10 feet off the ground into a tree close to me.
My heart's racing. You have no idea.
Going away or towards the owlbear?
Just
Whatever one's closest to me. How far is the owlbear from me?
Not far. It was like right around this corner.
So 5 feet.
20 maybe.
Okay. I'm gonna climb up in the tree. And
Sorry, Arthur's talking to us from beyond the grave.
Arthur is giving us shit from
I'm gonna
40
cast
miles away.
thaumaturgy on the ground under the tree to make a rustling. And that's it. I'm just gonna wait with my trident above.
Yeah. You.
Oh wait, no.
Yeah.
No, I'm not strong enough to do that. Never mind.
Yeah, you very carefully make
So
your
glad I
way
didn't
up.
give him my
You only get about 10 feet up. It's hard to get up a tree quietly. But again, nat 20 stealth. I'll give you that. And once you're kind of perched, the owlbear still kind of, it looks like it's foraging for berries or something a little ways away from you. You cast downward and you make this and send some leaves flying. And you see the bear sort of straightens up and the feathers on its back just stick up, and then it turns around and runs over towards that tree where you are and almost pounces on and starts tearing up the ground.
Can I make a perception check to see if I see or hear a mama?
Sure,
Or another,
roll.
at least another one.
Or yeah. 16.
16. You pause for a second and kind of lean back and can't hear anything except the bear
Right
underneath you.
behind you.
It's the fucking revenant, dude.
He's
Alright.
breathing on your neck. Don't do it.
I'm gonna jump down and try to stab it through the head. So it kills it instantly because I don't want any sound.
Roll acrobatics for me. First.
Jesus.
First.
Actually, I'm just gonna make you roll acrobatics.
What about non-athletics?
I mean, you could
17.
17.
That's no. Leave it at acrobatics.
Yeah. No, yeah, you sort of just gently slip off the side of this branch and then drop down and just thunk into the ground. And you hear this very faint just that just gets cut off as its head just poof into the ground.
That's my boy.
I'm gonna like kind
No,
of shush
it's
it.
dead.
I don't care. I'm terrified. I've killed people, but like an innocent little baby bear.
Good job.
I'm going to take the trident out of it.
What
Put it on my
color's the
back.
blood?
Blood colored.
It's,
Yeah.
It's not blue.
I'm gonna
Why
hog
would it be
tie
blue?
and put it over my
I just
shoulder.
feel like it should be
It's
blue.
not blue. It's a bear.
It's an owl mixed with a bear.
I know. I
Did
don't
either
know
of those
why.
things have blue blood, Nate?
No, but I
Exactly.
just feel like it should.
Too bad.
I don't know why. Every time I think of a magical creature dying, I think of blue blood.
Whatever.
I'm going to take out my rope and hog tie it by both of its pairs of legs, and then wrap one. It would be bleeding all over my shoulder, right? So I'm gonna do that around its legs and then around its neck, so it kind of squeezes its neck, so it stops the bleeding as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna throw it up over my shoulder and try to bring it back.
Okay. Yeah. You toss over your shoulder and head back towards where you were last with Orion. You head off, right? To go make
He
a
goes
I want
fishing
no.
pole?
I made the fishing pole in the woods, and then I was scavenged for berries, and then I was going to go back to the trap.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, can you roll survival for me real quick?
That was so bad, dude. I'm getting such bad rolls. It's super low. It's like a 5.
Yeah, you don't really find
Yeah,
anything
it's a
edible.
5.
You find some plants which might be a fantasy analog for poison ivy,
Oh no.
but that's about it. And it around this
You've
point,
heard they do like wonders for your genitals. Just rub them. Just
poison ivy?
Dude, I've been
That was
living
a
alone.
joke.
I've been living
Oh my-
alone. Who
He's
would
a
well,
tell me
since
that?
he got a 5 on his survival check. So
Oh.
I feel like
think
that should be a nat 1.
This would be
type
nice for
thing.
my
Yeah.
dick right now.
of these.
I think my dick could use these.
Rubbing poison ivy on your dick is
It's
definitely
like
a
the
nat 1
terrible
roll.
advice from Cosmo. Just put poison ivy in your
right,
pants.
right on the dick. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Please continue.
Right around this point, it starts to get dark, like it's transitioning from evening into night. When you hear this sort of through the woods, and you see Cal walking with a very hefty chunk of meat over his shoulder.
Would I know what that is? What the species is?
Probably not until he came up to you.
What? But if I could.
Oh, you recognize owlbears.
Okay.
Owlbears are pretty common. They're less common
Would
than
I
bears.
know whether or not the mom would be nearby? Just because I know of the species.
Roll nature.
Nature, damn it.
Yeah, sorry.
I've been getting such bad rolls in the last. It's been 50-50. It hit the bag. 9.
9. You know that owlbears lay eggs, so they usually have a
They
couple
do?
baby. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it's weird. Owlbears have some weird
How long
biology.
do the moms and all of them stick together?
It's a good while. There's
Can I-
usually
can I-
multiple children.
Can I tell how old this thing is?
With a 9, it's hard to tell.
Maybe like between.
It's not full size, so it's definitely not an adult.
Okay. I'd be thrilled that Cal, killed his first. I assume first game thing while hunting. I'd be like, nice man, but we really need to get that back to camp like now.
That's what I'm working on. By
Okay.
the way, good job with your trap. Now,
Is there any? There's nothing in there.
Not yet.
Okay.
Sassy bitch.
Next time I go hunting for the next week or two, I'm just not gonna get anything for Cal. I just want to put that out there.
It's alright, I got my owl back.
I just want to say, the first time I went out hunting, I didn't get anything. The second time, I didn't get anything either. And it went on that way for about a month or two. I didn't get anything when my father did. And eventually, I got an actually big-sized bear. And I continued to be successful. I hope it's not the opposite for you.
Don't worry, bud. It won't be.
Damn, Nate, you were on a roll with the insults
Yeah.
lately. Fuck. Okay. Yeah. No.
Holy shit.
No one even heard mine.
No, yours was a good.
You guys make it back to camp.
It was a good one.
You see, Nick has gotten. I'd say, Nick,
Yeah.
would you have made a fire like he asked?
What do you mean? Is there a different way of? Oh, or like would I not just do it?
Yeah.
Well, I have 2 questions. Would you
I
have
probably would've
made?
asked, too.
Would you have actually done it? And 2, would you have been able to resist the urge to make a giant fucking bonfire while they're gone?
Oh my Christ.
Yes, I would have done it.
And no.
No, I would not have been it. Like, I mean, I love setting things.
I just
on
want to say,
fire.
if she's starting like a forest fire, we'd have noticed and
It's
been
not.
back
It's
sooner.
not a forest fire.
We're in the middle of dense woods.
I'm
If you make a
cautious.
bonfire, you're gonna start a wood.
It's not that big. It's a bonfire for me, but I'm only 3 feet tall.
Jesus Christ! It's freaking.
Yeah. No. You come back.
It's a big fire,
size.
though.
It's not huge. It
4
is
or
a
5 feet
sizable fire.
I'm taller than it.
You close. It's close. It's big.
It's
Um,
6'2.5".
You see, Nick has made almost this little like camp spot. She's got this big fire going, cleared out some like brush and stuff, and she's actually leaning over this little. It looks like a really really old road sign, like actual like wooden planks and a stake, just sort of overgrown by lichen. It looks like she has taken and planted right in the middle of your camp, and it says. Forgotten are but blessed few. No author is listed.
That's cute.
That's meaningful, man.
I
It's-
forgot what it said.
Forgotten are but blessed few.
That's
Yeah.
nice. I like that, and I think it's cute.
And I'd say around this moment, Orion and Cal come back into the camp. Game over his shoulder.
Alright, so, Orion, do you want to skin this thing? Or pluck it? I don't know what you do.
That is a good question.
Yeah.
Is there fur and feathers, or is there just one or the other?
I imagine
think
it
it- I
was
think
like
it's-
really like downy early owl feathers, so like
Oh,
that
that's
kind of like
cute.
fur feathers.
Yeah.
But they do have like actual feathers on their arms and head.
I would be I'm very reluctant to do that. Because, I mean, I know regular bears better than owl bears, but regular bears have a very good sense of smell. So if they smell owl bear blood everywhere, it might, you know.
Would you like to skin it farther out into the woods?
I'd,
be on watch?
I'd almost like to do it in the river.
Hey Ryan, did you catch it? Did you get it?
No, that was me.
Really?
Yep.
I'm so proud of you. Oh my goodness. Did you like my fire? I made one just as
It's
you
not
asked.
really a cooking fire.
Yeah, we might need to. We're gonna go out and skin this thing, or pluck it, whatever we do with it. When we come back, could we have it a little bit smaller?
Ooh,
Oh,
hey,
it's out
can I
of my
rip one of
hands.
its teeth out?
The owl bear?
Yeah, like one of those
Owl
canines.
owl bears have
I'll
beaks.
stop.
Do they have beaks?
They do.
Yeah, nasty. I'll stop putting in
I want to pluck one of its
leaves.
feathers.
Okay,
You can
thank
take a feather.
Sweet, I got a feather. Okay.
I'm going
Poke
to do that
myself in
too.
the eye.
I'm gonna
Got a
do that
feather
too.
too, dude.
No, wait. I want
Feathers.
like 3 or 4.
Will you? Are they?
You got like 3 or 4 feathers.
Are they-
I got like a
pretty?
handful.
Good job, Nate.
Are they pretty?
Well, actually, we need
feathers?
them
They're
for
actually quite
pens.
nice. They're young. They're still
Quills.
downy. Because this it wasn't an
Still
adult.
a pen.
They're not really the like majestic feathers of an adult.
Yeah.
They're still like young.
But we can. They're
Downy
still good
feathers.
enough. We can use it as like quills.
Hey,
I mean,
Cal.
dude, it's a big
Are they
feather.
sharp?
Like
How sharp are they compared to a quill?
I
Can
got
we
it.
tattoo each other with them?
maybe that's a good
I'm
question.
not getting a
You
tattoo.
probably have to
from
use a
either of
dagger.
them.
Like you know the like ghetto college tattoos you can do with a pocket knife.
Stick and poke.
You probably have to do something like that.
Is that what it is?
Hey, I'd be a good tattoo artist. Cal's a good artist.
I don't trust you. I don't care if you're good.
Yeah, no, but I mean these are feathers on something the size of a bear, so they're
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
big feathers. Even the young ones are.
But
like
we're
this
not
big.
close to the stream that
Well,
much, are we? We're not.
I don't know. I don't.
You're
We're not as
farther.
close as the last camp.
You're farther away than you were last time. You're maybe
100.
150 meters.
From the
Actually,
river?
it's a good ways. It's still in view, but it is off.
Yeah,
the
we
lines.
want to go to the river.
Alright, I think we should just go out into the woods a
Hey,
little bit.
hey guys, can I have a feather?
Yes, here. And I
Thank
just throw one
you.
feather. Or I almost just said Orion. Cal.
Yep.
It's not about getting away from where we found the bear, because bears move throughout the day. So this thing, even though it was over there, could live over here, over there, over there. The one place I know it doesn't live is in the water.
That's a good point, and it will mask the smell.
It won't just mask it, but it will send it really far away in a very short amount of time.
Alright, well, how will we do that?
That's a good question.
Okay, can I discern right now whether it's plucked or is it skinned?
Yes.
Honestly, dude, I've been thinking about it. That's a really fucking good
Wait,
question.
it's a freaking bear. I don't care if it has feathers. I don't need to do that. I could just cut it down the middle,
Yeah,
and then just sort of. I could skin it because
Yeah,
it
Yeah.
has.
just pull.
Yeah, I would
on
just
your side,
pull.
yeah.
I would literally pull the skin off.
I honestly
Ew.
think this
Well,
is
could-
close enough that you could probably do either, and I would believe
It's
you.
gonna take longer, I think, than a regular bird or a regular.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said that.
I'd say it also has enough feathers to the point where it is mimicking fur. You probably would want to skin it anyway.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So we don't need to go very far in the river. We can be right
We
on
can
the
stand on the edge of it.
yeah, and just in a couple inches of water. It won't hurt the meat at all as long as it doesn't get in the water for very long.
Right.
It'll
Sounds
be
good.
fine. We're gonna have to clean it anyway. So yeah, we're gonna go to the river. We're gonna be like 6 inches into the water cleaning. I'll be like cleaning this bear. And I'll have Cal help me.
Wait, hold on. I don't want to leave Nick. I'm trying to think of it.
Well,
Are these? I know bears and owls are, so this probably is a stupid question, but they're they're more active at night, correct?
What do you have?
Bears and
do
owls
I
both
have?
are.
Loud shit.
I shouldn't have asked
What?
because from
You
that
have loud
look
shit.
of first thinking then smiling
shit.
usually tells me you didn't think of that. But
in terms of
they are
what?
more active at
Like,
night,
what are
correct?
you-
Firecrackers or something.
No, I don't have firecrackers. I
Yes,
can
that is actually a
scream
very
really
good point.
loud.
I would say owl bears are frequently fairly nocturnal.
Yes. I mean, bears and owls alike.
How much?
Or
Would you
owl.
guys have any particular knowledge about forest creatures?
I would.
I would too.
I've
I've
been
traveled.
hunting them for like the last
He would know more,
25 or
definitely.
30 years. I've been in the woods.
I keep glancing at the picture.
I know, me too.
It almost catches me off guard out of my like peripherals. I'm almost like, whoa, Arthur. Oh, right.
Are you here?
Yeah.
It's
No.
so good that it's.
I would say you guys, at least one of you, has heard in passing that owl bears forage during the day,
Hunt at night.
but hunt at night.
Would me, or one of us at least, I guess, I would just assume me because I think I have the most knowledge of this stuff. I know where they like to hunt more. Dense woods, riverbanks, what they eat, how they eat. Beach,
Are
they
you
don't
particularly
hunt.
studied on owl bears in particular? Because they generally aren't in
On
swamps.
them particular, no. However, bears, because I didn't, you know my backstory with the swamp. Before the swamp, that
You are a part bear, so
yeah,
you know,
and
that
I'm
is fair.
part bear.
Gives
I
away
have
his
sense.
entire
I'm not
You are
giving
part polar bear, though.
still
Your
bears.
knowledge is a little more restricted to the Arctic.
I think we should just go to the fucking river.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
the
let's
best
just
idea
do
for the
it.
scent.
Let's just do it
I
right
just don't know if they catch fish because
It doesn't matter.
How would they eat that with a beak?
I don't think they do. I think they just.
Well, I
kill
mean
it.
eagles do, I guess.
Okay, let's go to the
Literally
river.
Yeah.
I just don't want to get there and they're
Nick,
all catching sand.
If anything happens, just
Holler.
shout really loud.
If anything happens, like what?
If well,
You'll know when something
looking
happens.
at the ground, I see multiple drops of blood, and I'll be like, if an owl bear or something comes looking for who killed its kid, might be something we might want to know.
Oh, okay, sure.
All right, we're going to the river.
Yeah.
Wait, how long will you guys be gone?
Not long, probably like 10, 15 minutes. What? An hour?
It takes a long time to cut stuff up.
Nah. Oh, we have to cut them into fucking pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't
To,
thinking about that. I was
to
just
gut a
thinking-
deer,
That's true. Yeah.
it takes
an
like
hour.
10 or 20
Guys,
minutes.
you keep leaving me alone.
Well, Nick, it's just because we trust you. Help me out. It's just because we trust you to maintain camp all by yourself.
You've done a mighty fine job so far. So
You don't want to go out there getting all dirty in the river, do you?
that's exactly what she wants to do. But you have to stay here. We'll see you in an hour.
Bye.
Boom.
Yeah, no, you guys walk back over, probably past the caravan, over towards the river and begin preparing the owl bear cub for dinner tonight. I mean, you guys both have, or at least Orion has some pretty good
How
experience
dark
with
is
this.
it now?
It's definitely getting dark. You're gonna need light of some
Well, I have
kind.
dark vision.
Yeah, everyone fucking has dark vision. Don't they? Yeah,
For 60 feet, yeah, everybody has.
yeah, but I mean, it is like dark vision, where it's not
I can
not
see,
as great.
I wouldn't be able to.
I think it's mostly in black and white
Well,
too.
from Orion and Nate's experience, when you're cleaning something and cutting it up, you don't need to see as much as you need to feel.
Yeah, no, you guys don't have
You
much
still
trouble
need to
with
see,
this.
but
I
you
mean,
feel a lot of stuff too.
you're just cutting the thing up. It's
Yeah.
not that hard.
Gutting
Well,
it.
I'll
and
be
then
on
cutting it.
watch while he does all the.
Sure.
Well,
Roll perception
I would,
for me.
I would like your help, but okay.
I'll help you if you need any like heavy lifting. But
Well, it,
12.
12.
and then I
Um,
use my passive, which is 13.
Yeah, the woods have grown almost louder in the night. There are crickets. There's the sound of actually frogs you can hear from somewhere in the river.
We don't have that. We can do that one.
You don't need to do every sound in Foley. I appreciate it. It's very cool.
Do the one below.
Yeah. But you don't hear anything out of the ordinary. And after actually a little bit less than an hour, maybe only like 45 minutes, Orion finishes gutting and skinning the
I want all the stuff that like would be edible.
most of it, honestly.
I know, and with bear it's usually burger, but I guess we're gonna have steaks. I want steak sausages. Like, I know I can't actually do that, but cut it up in a pile off
Don't-
the riverbank.
How are we gonna bring it back? Oh, let's bring it back in the skin.
We could do that, and then I'll just throw the skin back in the. Actually, no, I want to keep the skin.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh my god.
What?
Let's just make a fur coat.
Out of feathers.
A feather coat?
Yeah, a feather coat.
That'd be
Feather
pretty
and
cool. It
feather.
wouldn't that it would be more of a cape. It wouldn't be much of a. It's not that big. But
Well, Orion is a little boy.
you could make a cool. You could make a pretty cool scarf.
Yes! I was just thinking that. Alright, I'm making a scarf out of it.
I was thinking we
Dude,
could make it out of
you have the necessary skills to make a.
I made her. Oh, I'm making her boots still.
Yeah.
So I think in the army
This-
time
Ooh,
like
see,
downtime.
I want to keep the bear
I was
fat
thinking.
too because I know something that you can do in real life with it. So I want to do it.
The thing I'm
You
wondering,
guys are so weird.
this would be a challenging project for someone who's used to making animal fur products because it isn't actually fur. I hate to say this as a DM, but I don't have that much confidence in Cal's ability to do that. You can. I'm.
Is there a trap door in the caravan?
No.
Probably
Why
not.
would there be?
You're not,
No.
You
you're
could just
not.
push him off.
Well, I'm just like wondering if I can go see Tom.
You can't.
Okay. Yeah.
So lonely without Tom.
I want to
I
keep.
know.
I want to keep the bear fat because I know there's something really
Want
cool
him
you can do
back.
with it. Would I know that you're making boots? Have boots? Because I saw you buy them.
Yeah, you saw me buy. No, I didn't buy the boots.
You know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about the lock thing.
I don't even have her boots yet.
I think you couldn't go into the store with it, but you could definitely shout through the lock at him.
That's great.
That's a
honestly.
good point.
I mean, he couldn't really help you, but
He just sees a tiny
he also
keyhole.
won't help you if you don't have a door. But like,
Yeah. So
it would be kind of funny to just be able to like be like, hey Tom,
Yeah.
we have.
He hates us though.
Do we have a pan with us, or a pot or something?
I mean, you made a pie.
I
so-
think one of the
We have to, right? To boil.
yeah, I think one of the I don't remember what it's called. The mess kits come with basic like cooking stuff.
You got, one of you guys have.
Um,
I don't know if we have one like with the caravan.
I don't think you really brought any equipment, especially
So
with
we
the
have nothing
caravan.
that we can use to boil.
You can use the same thing you used for the pie.
Okay,
yesterday.
we'll use that. Can we just say that's a pan?
Yeah,
That's easy.
adventurers usually have. I know one of your equipments has basic because I went through all of your equipment before we started on this. I know one of you has basic.
I just
cooking
hope it's not
stuff.
him. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that is an issue. But I know you made a pie yesterday, so we'll just
Okay,
say you
so
have
I go. We'll bring it back in the skin. I'm carrying it all.
Is the skin fully intact? Like it's the full hot? Like
Yeah, I just cut down the middle. I skinned it.
nice.
It's wet, the bottom of it, but not the
Yeah.
I
interior.
mean, he didn't magic the insides of the bear out. There is a cut in the skin.
That is.
Yes.
I understand that.
And then
you
there's
just
also-
squeeze it. It comes right
There's
out.
also 3 holes about.
Yeah, don't finish
Fantastic.
that thought.
Yeah, that was.
Please?
There's
bad.
also 3 holes about where the head is as well. From your trying.
Oh yeah, that's true.
True. Yeah.
So we
you-
bring it back.
You guys head back to the camp. Nick, you've been watching birds, basically. There hasn't been a whole, unless there was anything else particular you wanted to do. You've been lying on your back because there's out here at this point in the woods for whatever reason. There's a good amount of like small birds heading
That's
back and
nice.
forth. And it's getting dark enough where you can't really see the birds. You can just see this like black silhouette
Oh,
on
I
the
fell a lot.
deep orange
Yeah.
sky.
Is
Um,
is the fire settled down to a cooking fire now?
yeah, it's down to a point. Unless Nick was intentionally trying
After,
to
like,
spite you
after
and get the
45
fire
No,
going,
should be
Okay.
okay.
So-
it will die down on some.
I'm gonna make a thing out of sticks, pretty much, so I can rest the pan.
A spit, right?
I don't know what it's called. It's like
Wait, are you
basically.
talking about a spit so you rotate it over the
no,
fire?
no. I just want
Oh,
something.
you just want to rest the pan. Okay.
Yeah. So I could like 2 sticks here and then a stick on top, and I'll do that twice so I can like rest the pan over the
I'm
fire.
gonna do something pretty similar. I'm gonna make a rack and put the hide over it right next to the fire. So
Can
it
you make
dries out.
2 of those? I'd ask him. Can you make 2 or 3 of those so that way we can?
Scarves?
No.
Or
Racks.
Yeah,
So that
okay.
way we can stick meat on there to dry out through the night.
Yep, sounds good.
Yeah, can you
Does-
both make a survival check for me,
Yep.
real quick?
It doesn't look like it's gonna rain, does
Just
it?
to set this up. No, it doesn't seem. Unfortunately, you don't have your trusty weatherman with you.
Right, I
but-
know.
14.
13.
Yeah. No, you kind of hobble together something from sticks. It's not that hard. The
Yeah, I
racks
know.
are a pretty basic thing. It's just 2 sticks across.
I'd
and then
put.
you're good.
I
I'd put.
finished up drawing the schematics last night,
Yes.
right? I'm gonna take Nick's boots. Nick, can I have your boots?
Oh wait.
What?
Oh, okay.
I just need to see your boots. You can have mine. You can wear mine for now. They might be a little bit big.
Yeah, I don't want
A
yours.
little bit big. She could fit
they're,
in one.
they're like bog boots.
She
Yeah.
could live in one.
No, just can I please have your boots?
My feet will get
I'm just
so
putting a steak on the
cold at
pan
night.
while cooking.
Wow.
I'm
Okay,
really
can I
good
have your
cook.
boots, please?
Why?
Because I want to do something.
Nick,
Just trust me.
Nick, I know what he's gonna do, and it's gonna be awesome.
I don't like you or trust you. I will, but for you.
Thank
And I take them off and I give it
If
to
you're
you.
back, I'm up.
Hey,
I'm gonna go
Ryan.
sit down and start to.
What?
Can I cook dinner tonight?
I'd look at Cal for an answer to that. Is she good
Before you got me, I
Is she
cooked
good?
like every day.
at
You
cooking
grew
meat?
up with goblins. So
At
probably
cooking
ate things
meat.
raw.
No, they made
I've
me
already
cook that
told
stuff.
I've already told both of you on the caravan I'm really good at cooking meat. So
That's
keep that
true.
in mind.
The one example that you've given us of your cooked meat, though, so far.
That was like
I'm a
not
chef
just
in real life.
that just wasn't really meat. That was like a pie with fruit and meat.
Nick's pretty
How
good
about
at cooking.
everyone make something of their own? We have enough stuff. Small portions. Small portions.
You know when you're a kid and you keep
Yeah, that's
arguing
what I'm
about what you're
thinking.
gonna have to eat, and your mom just goes, "You know what? Everyone just make their own meal."
Yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's that
if we're
spite
doing that,
meal.
I'm gonna get
You know what? Just have
competitive as
cereal
shit.
tonight. Just have cereal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get competitive as shit.
Are we having a cook-off?
Yes.
Yeah, apparently, dude. Can I
With
go?
everyone, small portions. Just take. Everyone has one steak.
Yeah, we all have one.
So
I
we
have
can
one
save
steak.
more
Yes.
for tomorrow.
Can I forage through the? We only have one pan, so I'm going first.
Well, I'm not doing that. I am going to make a little teepee and make some jerky. I'm gonna
There you
I'm gonna make a smoke tunnel from the embers at the bottom of the campfire. And
She's
jerky it
writing
up.
this down.
No, I'm gonna do a quick search. How long to smoke jerky? Out of
Really
curiosity.
long.
Jerky. I don't. Can you smoke jerky? I know you have to dehydrate it.
Smoke at 165
So-
degrees Fahrenheit for about 4 to 6 hours,
Yeah.
or until the meat is firm.
Well, I'm probably just gonna have bites of other people's
That's
stuff.
fine.
Can
you can
I-
make jerky. It's just
I
gonna
just
take a
wanna
while.
make-
Scavenge for spices.
Yeah, so you go out into the woods and you find a spice drawer.
Yes.
Dude, there's salt and basil and nutmeg.
All right,
and
I knew it was
cinnamon.
far fetched, but you don't have to rub it in.
I'd say no. Okay, jokes aside, I'd say you did spend long enough in the woods where you would want to spice some meals.
Probably
I'd say you
ginger or
definitely
some
know
root.
of some plants that can be used for that. So if you'd like, you can make a survival check.
I don't want to be out there for long, so I'm okay with taking disadvantage.
That's
I
fine.
want my meat to be cooking.
Go ahead.
I don't want it to overcook.
So I'm just building a teepee. That's it.
Yep. 5 on
5.
the second roll. My first roll wasn't bad,
No,
and when it's not bad, I know the second one's gonna be bad.
no, you forage around for a little while. It's not like you mess up foraging or anything. They're just, this area doesn't seem to be
And
that
I wouldn't be
supportive,
surprised. We're right on the river. so-
especially of the spices you're used to.
Yeah.
There even could be some spices you don't know about. You've spent so much time farther south
That's
in
fair.
this woods.
That's fair.
Nick,
I know I just spoke against this, but if I lick it, how does it taste raw?
the meat.
I'm not
It's-
eating it, I'm just like,
So this is another thing I've been thinking about, that like, oh my god, bugbear has to be delicious, right? Because it's somewhat. What does it taste like? Is it bird or is
yeah,
it poultry or is it
It's
like
gonna be
steak?
It's gonna be gamey. I'm gonna tell you that much. It's
gonna be greasy.
Very gamey.
So I'm
And,
thinking
like chicken. I'm thinking greasy
they
chicken.
probably don't. Well, okay, so hear me out.
Gamey greasy.
They
chicken.
probably
Yeah.
don't have like bird-like meat because birds have like the muscle structure they have because they need to
Definitely
fly, right?
Can't eat
Yeah.
a wing.
Does that read?
Yes.
So I'd say it's probably a lot closer to like raw steak. So it isn't bad. Maybe better with salt and pepper. Like
I am
or
gonna
you
say.
could throw together an ostwurst, I guess. But
I am gonna say.
I mean, it tastes. I know chicken has a high risk of food poisoning. It doesn't have that chicken like smoothness though. It's got that like firm
Yeah.
meatiness of steak. So it's
that's
not bad
nice.
raw. It would be edible raw.
I don't
It's
want
not like
very.
job.
but I'm just
Two things. One, bear meat is
Tasting.
super fatty. Like you shoot a 500-pound bear, 300 pounds is fat.
Mhm.
So it's super fatty, and also I cleaned it really well. So that was just in case you asked her to make a constitution.
Yeah, she's not actually eating it.
I know.
So
So, but I cleaned it very well.
Can I collect the blood? Did we collect the blood?
Ew,
That drain
what?
out?
There's a that
Have
probably
you ever
after.
had black pudding?
no.
Hey, one item, man.
Yeah,
Jerky
no,
or pudding.
Black pudding is like an ancient Viking thing. It's delicious.
I would.
Is it?
There might be.
No.
There
It is
might
for
be.
this time.
If he like squeezed one of the steaks, you could drain some blood out.
yeah, most of the
probably.
blood ended up in the river.
Yeah,
I washed them
I
pretty
want that. I want that. But
Good.
as a probably to be honest, in the army they'd probably have like canned black pudding.
Ew,
And like,
that's
because like an
literally
MRE or some shit.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, damn it, we're too far up the river. There would be no salt water. Can't get salt.
No
All
salt
right,
water.
I'm gonna sit down and work on her boots.
Nick, what are you making? Are you making food?
I want to make bacon out of it.
I'm still using the pan.
I'm waiting.
Bacon's a
Okay.
specific cut. You can't just like.
I don't care. I'm making it into strip. I'm
Well,
Steak.
she's
I
out of the
She's
competition.
making steak.
I'm not doing a competition.
You
I'm
make
making what I
strips of
want
meat,
to
that's
eat.
fine.
Steak.
It'll be
Yeah.
pretty
I-
good.
I-
You
I-
have loin, like you can.
I thought of something. Since it's bear meat, I do know that I'd want to crush it up into like not a steak but burger.
Ew.
I think
With
we're
your-
spending way
I
too
could,
much
with your-
time on
I
it.
could like
Yeah, we
chop
really
that up
are.
with my axe and then like squish it down.
I'm honestly like
interested.
sad that I can't actually eat an owl bear now because I really
Yeah.
want to.
Maybe we should.
It's a taste like you've never tasted. It tastes like fox.
Owl bears don't exist.
Nobody's ever had
we
fox.
can mix owl and bear.
Like we're having this conversation, and I was thinking for a minute, I was like, man, I really should eat some
Okay,
owl bear, and I was
you
like,
can
wait,
mix. Sure, you
Wait
can.
a second.
They
You
don't
can
exist.
mix owl and bear, but how many people have ever had owl meat?
I don't know. They have
Not
meat.
me.
I feel like they wouldn't be that great. Like
I
owl meat.
feel like most of them it's
I feel like it'd be
illegal
like
to eat.
really, really tough because they
Yeah.
are super
Too
like.
thin.
I think it's illegal to kill most owls, isn't it?
Only if they catch you.
Let's go to a different country.
That's true.
All right.
Anyway.
Anyways, we're getting a little bit off.
Anyway, my burger
So
is the
I
best
make
out of all
I
three.
make jerky. She made steakin', and you made burgers. I'm gonna have one of his.
Can
Which is
Cal
even
and
better.
Nick both roll survival? Yeah.
How the hell are you gonna mess up?
You don't need
burgers?
to, Cal. You're just making. I don't think you can mess up jerky particularly.
22.
Well, dude, it's some good jerky. You line it up pretty nice.
You can't mess up unseasoned burger, dude. It's impossible.
19.
19.
Unless you overcook it.
I need some way to determine a metric by which you guys are cooking. If you have another thing you think could be cooking
No,
skill,
survival's-
that's fine.
Survival's
Survival.
good.
Survival's
I'd say
the best I can come up
survival for actually cooking it.
I
and
would have
then-
said medicine almost,
medicine
but I
for
do
flavor.
like survival more because I get +3 on that. So let's keep it
I'm
as
pretty
Did you
sure
roll?
medicine is for flavor.
That's
Arcana.
still a 19.
No.
It's the same bonus.
I don't know. Medicine seems weird for me. What'd you roll?
You didn't tell me to roll. You told those two to roll.
Oh, sorry, jeez. Orion and Nick.
I see.
That's
must
why I
have
was
said-
confused. That's why
Sorry,
I rolled.
my bad.
20, not nat, with survival.
Okay. You did roll a 22, right, Nick? No, what? You got a 19.
19.
Yes!
1 point. Dude, the camp comes like actually alive with these smells of different cooking meat.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, dude, it smells really good. The steaks.
No. It doesn't smell very good.
It does
You,
smell
you
very
can't
good.
smell it. No. There are bears in the area. You can't smell it.
The steak strips turn out really nice.
We're so dumb.
With your daggers, you managed to get this pretty thin cut. And the burgers actually, they're kind of. You don't really have the like, setup to make flat burgers. Like you, I mean, you could cave in the tops, I guess, but they do kind of come out
We
a
don't have
bit.
buns either, so it's just kind of.
They come out a bit softball
It's a
shaped, but
meatball.
dude,
Yeah, it's a bunch of.
you guys, this
I don't
is
care.
definitely
I'm
the
worried about the animals around.
Yeah.
'Cause I can see you smiling over there.
no. This is definitely the best meal you guys have had so far. Like this, I'm sorry, this does top the pie. This is good.
I don't
Thank God.
care. Just-
Okay, so
I'm so nervous.
how long has this been taking to cook?
Yours is gonna be cooking all night.
Well, yeah, but like everyone else's.
Yeah, theirs are done in about an hour, an hour
Would I
and a
have
half.
had the boots done? Do you think?
Probably not.
Good, I
I'll
don't
be
want you
honest.
to
This
It's
is
a pretty
fair-
simple mechanism.
Is it?
It's just it's two pressure points on each side of the inside of the boots, and when you push on them, it moves two gears that just
But
push
you're-
them out.
As we're both done, I want to put some of the bear fat in the pan.
Okay.
Oh, I know what you're doing.
It's
Yeah, no.
This happens in real life.
Cal,
Yeah.
I'd say this is gonna take a little while.
Okay.
This is a bit of a project. I mean, you have to take apart the boots. You gotta
Take,
put 'em in, all kinds
I'm basically just working on the sole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. It's gonna take a little while.
Okay.
I'd say you get most of the way through one of the boots,
Sounds good.
but you're not quite done with the
Hey,
first.
hey Nick,
Uh huh.
having a good time? Why don't you pull out some of that bear juice?
What?
I mean, boar juice.
We're in the middle of the woods. Have you ever camped before?
Of course I.
That's
have.
such a shitty idea. What if like something happens? and
Well,
no
we're not
one-
gonna have.
Guys,
like, a
Cal
lot
would
of
yell
this.
at me.
We should be relatively sober.
See?
Well, sure, but I mean, we
Look,
don't need
it
to.
smells delicious, and I'm pretty sure there are things out in the woods that want to eat this as well. So if you're
Well, the fastest
stumbling,
thing that kills that makes you sober is adrenaline. Pushes alcohol right through you. So if something comes up, we'll be fine. I don't want to be like you guys.
Then just
I want to feel a little.
You can drink yours. I know that you have some.
I do.
go for it.
I'm
But I
just
wanna-
not into that idea.
Thank you, Nick.
You're welcome, Cal.
I just want that vial, really. To be honest.
Nick, can you roll perception for me real quick?
I am going to drink some of my vodka.
Yikes. A 9 again.
A 9.
Yeah.
9?
Stop.
The birds are gone.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe they're
Told you
just
we
going
were
to sleep.
stupid.
Hey, Cal.
Yeah.
Hey, so there used to be a bunch of little critters in this area, and now they are not
What kind of
here.
critters?
So
Yeah, what do
that's
you mean
just
little critters?
Some birds.
Oh, well, it's
Oh,
nighttime.
they probably
Birds-
just
yeah, they
flew away.
go to
Well,
sleep.
that was my thought. Yeah. Yep.
I know this is not what the.
Can I make a perception check?
Sure.
Wish you were here.
Now I'm on edge. Yeah, come on. What the fuck, dude?
Busto's busy. He's
It's a
on
little ice.
He's on important business.
15.
Oh, you're doing perception? I want to roll perception too.
Sure.
More than him. 19.
19.
It's like I always get that 20.
Orion, you kind of pause. Weirdly enough, this kind of rings a bell, but you're not sure what.
Can I roll history?
No, you do notice that you notice the same thing she's pointed out. Like the sky is just empty, like gone. There's nothing flying around up there. But
Not even bats.
curiously enough, you can hear wings, like birds flying.
The owlbear?
Just owlbears don't fly. And more specifically, it's not like a flock. It's just like an eagle or something. Just like a. Sounds far off though.
After a minute or two, does it get closer?
Hard to tell. Maybe a little bit, but it was really faint when
Would
you
I
heard, you
know of
barely
any
heard it.
critters that like fly at night besides owls and bats? Anything big, huge?
You can roll nature for me.
I was 14.
There's a lot of things that could fit that profile. Honestly, just like
Harmless and
Birds?
dangerous, probably.
most birds. Yeah, there's everything. These woods are big. They're
Yeah.
populated. There are some weird things. I think we discussed this last time that there are just like
Moose, big as houses.
it's just some weird animals out here.
Okay.
But you'd guess it's not owls. Owls don't really make a sound when they
And
fly.
Neither do bats, really.
Neither do bats. It could be like some. It could be everything from like an eagle to a wyvern. It's hard to tell.
Well, I know eagles.
It's
usually
probably not a
sleep at
wyvern.
night.
Wyvern? Wyvern?
Yeah, it's
I don't
probably
know.
not an eagle because I know they
Wyvern,
sleep at
wyvern.
night. I'm gonna kind of keep listen for it, and if it seems like it's getting closer and closer, I'll let them know. But for
Can
now,
I-
I'm gonna keep my
Tell that Orion's on edge.
shut. I don't.
Are you on edge?
I wouldn't. I would be listening, but I wouldn't really.
Can I tell that he's attentive?
Sure.
Insight roll.
Yeah, I guess roll insight.
Natural 20.
That's right. Yeah, he seems to be paying. It looks like he's kind of.
I
He's
thought
very
he'd
casual
narrow my
about
eyes
it.
a little bit,
But
besides that,
you see, he
not much.
kind of seems to think for a second, and then just kind of like. But you can see he kind of does keep like almost an ear cocked.
Nate, behind you,
That's
you
not-
hear.
that's- what? Who's Nate?
I'm talking to you.
Oh.
Behind you, you hear a scuffling and like a bird like. "Ah."
Yeah,
You
Orion,
doing
you
it?
hear that? Orion, you hear it's kind of like a, and then a, caca.
Sure. I wouldn't really mind.
What?
Can I? I don't. I feel like that's just him.
Well, you do, but Orion doesn't.
Could Orion look and see him?
You can turn
It's
around.
not me. It's called thaumaturgy.
Oh, hardy, hard.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it sounds like a bird. Since he, it doesn't sound like Cal
I'm very
making a bird noise.
skeptical though.
I'm having.
Now
a
tell me, are you
fine giggle
skeptical
over that.
skeptical because you know about the woods, or because Cal and Nick are over in the corner?
Yeah, we're doing this.
Because they're over there whispering. You and I both saw
Can I
them
make a
whispering.
performance check to see how much it scares him?
Doesn't scare me.
Well, if you're just making a
To see if
Orion
he goes,
isn't afraid of birds.
Yeah, I'm not afraid. It doesn't scare
Like
me.
he's not like, oh fuck, pigeons.
I do it again, and it's a bear growl.
That wouldn't scare me. I'm not scared.
Of a bear?
Orion is
Dude,
very
I'm scared of bears.
Orion is very hard to scare.
I do find it hard to believe you could just be like, there's a bear 20 feet behind me.
I would be concerned, sure. I don't think I'd be like jumped.
Well, yeah, no, but you turn around and be like,
Yeah, sure. I'd be ready
yeah,
to
okay,
fight.
Yeah,
that's
no,
all I wanted. That's all I
Yeah,
wanted.
You
Okay.
see Orion, you make it another little like in the woods, and you see Orion kind of turn around like.
Before that happens, though, can I roll something to see if I knew it was them doing the bird thing?
Roll insight for me.
Thank you. Where's insight? I can't find it. There it is. 11.
11?
They're over there.
You don't know.
No. I'm like, we're in like a triangle. So she's over here. I'm
Yeah.
over here. I was just like, I probably looked at her and went.
Yeah.
And then
We're doing the thing that when you're not looking, we're
They're
laughing.
being
and
a
when
bit
you look,
suspiciously
And
quiet.
it's then I
But-
hear a bird, and then I hear a
we're
bear. Seriously, that makes sense.
Honestly, I think Orion can put it together.
and
Thank
then
you.
he hears, hello.
I'm just done. Do that again, I throw my rotted meat at you. Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna continue working on my shoes.
No, you guys have a pretty nice dinner.
Asshole, I'm
this
giving
evening.
you a present here in a second, and I think you know that. Oh, Adrian does.
No, I don't.
Okay, well, fine. Continue.
The fuck?
Yes.
I want that, like, put that bear grease, not fat anymore, now bear grease, and give it to him for the boots. Because they're leather boots, right?
Yeah.
That's what bear grease does. It preserves the leather.
Nice.
And it shines.
Yeah. So Cal, I'd say you're kind of like one hand working on the boots, the other kind of eating. Which one would you eat?
The burger.
One hand eating a burger,
I like
and
burger.
and
Like
yeah,
splitting
and
thirds.
Orion. After a second, you could kind of hear like, if someone can walk with like pride, you kind of hear this just like, and then Orion comes up and he's got this little pan full of just like melted down fat.
Let it cool for about 5-10 minutes, but don't use too much. Whatever you don't use, keep in the pan. We'll save it for later. Just lasts a little while.
Alright, well, thank you.
Enough of those damn magic tricks.
Hey
You got it.
Orion. Hey Orion.
What?
Orion. I have a question. What song did you make on your music box? Cause like
Yeah, do you mind if we hear that?
it's stuck in my head. It's been stuck in my head for like ever since you
Yeah,
made it.
I've been playing it for a while.
Yeah.
What is it?
And
It's
I'm
just a
like, it's
song
pretty
that-
and I like it.
It's just a song from my old town. No, it's like it's a slower song and it's kind of like mellow. I
Is it a
guess.
waltz?
It's not really. I don't really know what you dance to it. I don't really know. It's like a slow song.
Anyway, I think
comforting.
I
Yeah.
think it's really pretty.
Do you want to crank it?
Have a fucking rave around the bonfire.
Crank it.
That's what you do with it, right?
Yeah, will you
Is
play
that how
it?
that
Will you
music
play it,
box
please?
works? Is
Yeah,
it's
Will
cranked?
you
It's like on
please
the-
play it.
Sure. And I just play it. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep
So-
it near me, but.
Yeah, you guys sit back, you enjoy your steaks and listen to his music box. It's nice. It really does sound nice. He for all his like gusto and
That's
murdering
Not quite it, but not bad.
and murdering, he has done quite a good job on this music box. Like it is a fully different tune from what it was originally, and it still sounds quite nice. There are one or two notes which sound a little.
I'm gonna mark that in my brain so I can write it down and change it a little later. Try
Yeah.
to fix it.
But for the most part, it's just a nice little melody. It's nice. It's a good way to end your second day.
You guys can sleep. I'll take first watch.
Okay, thanks, man.
Okay. I'll take watch with him.
No, you should
I
take
want to
watch.
keep working on the boots.
Yeah, but you should take watch with Nick.
Oh, she's just as perceptive as you.
Yeah, but I'm still stronger technically.
That doesn't. She can wake us up.
Wait. You think you're gonna like look harder? Like
No,
do
I'm not
it
gonna.
strong.
I'm not gonna look harder. I'm just saying if we got in a fight or something, I think I'm better hand-to-hand
Okay.
contact.
Can we just have this music box up? It's like going all night.
I have to rewind it every 3 minutes, but sure. Until you guys fall asleep.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stay up with him and work on the boots.
sure.
I wouldn't like that, but whatever.
Yeah, can you both roll perception for me? For first watch.
You're getting
20.
good rolls tonight.
20?
Opposite.
I
I don't see anything. He sees everything.
Yeah. Alright, you never pointed out the bird flapping you heard, right?
I wanted to keep it. I never said anything, but if it got closer, I would. But with a nat 1 that I just rolled, I probably
You
would
rolled a
lose it.
nat 1.
I rolled a nat 1.
Oh man, dude.
Yeah, for the night. So
Yeah, so like
I'd
dude,
forget. I don't want to say this, but I would. I'd forget about it if I can't hear it anymore.
Yeah.
With the music box too.
Yeah,
I'm
he has
imagining
to focus on
Orion's
rewinding
like
it.
he's like looking off, but it like I don't know, it's like dark, and so he's like looking directly like at a tree. So like it's like a foot in front of him. And he's just like, man, it got dark really fast.
I have dark
So
vision.
bad.
Yeah, that makes it more embarrassing, dude.
I know,
Not
with the
less.
fire hitting it.
or is it better if he's just
Why
like
does the darkness look like,
like
bark?
he's lying directly face down on the ground, like just like, man, I don't see anything over here.
It's such a bad image.
Or his cloak's falling over his eyes.
Yeah, right. No, I really can't. I got a nat 1. I can't say
Yeah.
anything. I can't
No,
say anything.
Cal, you hear nothing out of the ordinary besides night creatures and your own crackling fire. After an hour or well, no, you're smoking jerky, so after an hour or so, the smell of the other two meats sort of wears off, but your jerky leaves this sort of just lingering scent.
Would that
in the air.
finish while we were on watch? Because if it does, I'd like to have some.
Yeah.
I'd say barely.
I probably
Like-
cut like 20 pieces from that steak, right?
Yeah.
The ones closest to the smoke are edible, and the ones furthest.
Yeah, a lot of them are gonna need a little bit longer. The ones he put on first are probably good by now.
Can I have a piece?
Yeah, sure.
How is it?
It's a little weird. It's bird meat doesn't always make the best jerky, but this is closer to bear meat, so it's pretty good.
I don't
It's
even know if bear
edible, better than your rations.
better than my burger.
No, probably not.
Can I just
unfortunately.
add 18 pieces of bear jerky to my inventory?
Sure.
What-
One
wait,
piece
who-
of bear jerky does not a meal
Okay.
make.
I don't
Oh,
want to
yeah.
talk about this again for like an hour, but who won the cooking contest?
Who won the cooking contest?
Burger, bacon, or jerky? You just said that my burger was better than his jerky, so bacon or burger?
I know you did roll a 20.
Did she rolled 19?
It's probably gonna be the burgers.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Nick.
It wasn't a contest. It was like, I guess. Well,
They
maybe
made
was.
it a
Okay, that's
contest.
fair.
I
just
don't
wanted
know.
to cook
He
something
didn't.
that
I
wanted
did.
to
I
eat.
wanted that a contest. Now, when it comes to cooking meat, nobody can
Add
say I can't
custom
cook meat.
item. With D&D Beyond, you can add a custom
Yeah.
item. How cool is that?
I've added 3 so far. I
Custom
think.
item. Name, bear jerky.
No, my hat is what's in my way. I still have that.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
I always forget that I still have that hat.
Oh yeah, the witch.
I wear a hat every day in
That's
real life,
great.
so I have to in game now too.
Yeah. So you guys finish your watch around 4 in the morning, and wake Nick up to take second shift.
Jeez, you don't have much time. Before sunrise, right? She don't
Sunrise
have-
is closer to 7.
Oh, so she'd have like 2-3 hours.
You guys stayed up a bit late though, so yeah, sun comes up a bit
Okay, that's
later.
fair. Do I take a short rest or a long rest?
You guys all take long rests for this. But Nick, if you could make a perception for your segment of the watch.
15.
15. Yeah. They
More than one I get.
Orion and Cal both retire for the night. I'd say probably Cal does offer you a little bit of bear jerky
Aw.
while you guys are transitioning over. But maybe an hour into your shift, it's still like pitch black. You hear this loud splashing from over at the river where Cal and Orion were skinning the bear cub. But we're gonna have to get to that right after our break. So hang out. We have a best of video for today's break. We'll be back in 10 minutes. I think about a little bit closer to 12 by the time the
10,
video's
12.
over.
10, 12.
We
take
all
a break,
need to pee. So
get some water, go to the bathroom. We'll be back in 10 minutes. See you then.
See you guys after that.
say bye.
Oh, welcome back, everyone, to Dice and Paper. It is great to see that you stuck around through the break, which you better have. We did. It's kind of what we do.
Yeah, we stayed here, if you couldn't tell.
I went
Yeah,
to the bathroom.
dude, that one stream where we all just left during the break,
That
that
was-
one was
that was
took
funny.
that was pretty
That was a good one.
funny but boring. It was a good bit. You can only do it once, though.
How was your guys' break?
Thank you.
More
Good.
importantly, how was Arthur's break?
Yeah, Arthur, how was your break? Really?
All right, let's hop back into this.
We're streamers.
He's gonna have a kink in his neck.
I can't say that with a straight face, guys.
No, it's bad, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Arthur probably answered us at home.
just longingly putting his fingers down the side of the street.
It's like
By
it
the
was.
way-
It was well.
I don't think we ever specified this. Arthur, he's not here because he didn't want to come. It's snowing
He's-
really,
It was
really
snowing
bad.
pretty bad.
Snowed
Ice
in.
on the road. He couldn't make it. He
Couldn't
lives.
get out his
He
driveway.
lives
He's
further
kind of,
aw-
he's kind of a wimp.
He
So
lived
he
further
didn't wanna
away than all
die.
three of us, or all four of
Idiot.
us.
God.
Didn't want to die. Come
Didn't
on.
want to
He
crash
lives a lot
his
further away than all
car.
of us.
Yeah.
And the
said it
way
was a
he
good
drives,
break,
he
guys.
shouldn't be
Arthur
here.
said it was a good break.
Good.
Yes! Arthur had a good
We've
break!
succeeded.
Yeah!
All right.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
I'm excited.
Now
I'm
I'm
hyped.
pumped. Let's get
I'm
back
pumped.
into this.
Yeah.
You better be making tea, Arthur.
Yeah. You better.
Like I don't. You better do it right now.
Yeah.
Is this the most we've ever talked about Arthur on stream?
Probably.
Yeah, when
We don't
He's
really
not
think
here.
about him that much. Okay.
Anyway.
Off stream too.
Nick,
Yeah.
you're currently on watch, and when we left off, you just heard a loud splashing from about 150 meters away over at the river where Cal and Nick were skinning.
Callan Orion.
Not enough to
Cal
wake
and
us up.
Orion.
Fight.
Not
was-
not
Yep.
enough to wake us up, right?
Yeah.
Not enough to wake you up.
Okay.
But you hear, and it's not just like a. It is a just.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
She's gonna run and leave us here.
I am going to go back over to the fire and I'm going to wake Cal up. Hey, Cal.
Let's go. What's going on?
Shh. Do you hear that?
There's a just like there's actually a moment of silence, and then just like a.
How fast is it? Is it like, or is it like a? How many legs does it sound like?
It's in the. It's just.
Many
It's
legs
just,
is it?
it's just general
Splashing
like
in the
a
water.
splash.
How many legs are in the river?
How many?
Do you want me to go like sneak
With your
up on it?
advanced echolocation. Sorry.
He does the clicking and he's like,
Okay.
Sorry,
I'm
Nick.
so
I
sorry.
interrupted you.
I could go sneak up on it if you wanted me to, and just see what it is, and I'll come back and tell you about it.
That's not dangerous.
I'll follow close behind.
Okay. Cool. So I will try to go.
I'm gonna go over and kick Orion.
Thank you.
I want to go try to sneak on over.
Hey, bud.
I hear
You stay here. We'll be back in a second.
What? No.
Yeah, just make sure that our stuff is
20
fine.
for stealth.
Do you want me to stealth? But I'm way farther behind. I'll stay like 100 feet back.
Can I jump? Like, can
Want
I
me to stealth
climb a
first, though?
tree?
Yes, go ahead. Both of you.
Can I climb like really high in a tree, like out of sight?
What was that?
That one.
That one. All right. Luckily,
I've
you
gotten
are
3 natural
behind her.
20s.
You're a little ways behind her.
Yeah, and I got a 20.
Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Can I see anything? 'Cause you said the river was still in sight. Now that I'm in a tree, can I see the splashing? I mean, I know it's dark, and I know I have dark vision up to 60 feet, but it's further than that. But
Remember, your hat's over your face.
I can pull it off.
Okay.
It's not a big deal. I can just do it.
So, yeah, you're heading up a tree
Not super high, but like 20 feet up a tree. That's pretty
back
high.
at camp.
Yeah, like
Okay.
right overview
Oh,
looking
that's
at camp. So if something came into camp, I could just jump on it.
You could.
I think that'd be so cool.
It would be very cool.
Oh, as a bear.
No, that was my plan. That was my plan.
Tree bears. What was the Australia thing? Drop bears? He's gonna be a drop bear.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm a polar
Um,
bear.
Koala bear.
How fucking startling it would be if you're just walking around a
And
polar
a
bear dropped
bear,
on your
yeah.
head. Like, oh my god,
With
that would be
acid coming
horrifying.
out of its
Anyway,
Yeah.
Nick,
Yeah, acid fan.
you start creeping through the woods, heading towards the sound of the splooshing. And thank you.
There was
Thank
a
you.
splash.
Good podcast noise.
And you make it. You're about halfway there when from about. How far behind her are you?
100 feet.
That's really
200 feet.
That's so you went.
I'm
the
a mile
opposite
away,
direction
actually.
to the
No, no,
river.
no. I'm like 50, 60 feet.
Okay.
Just
So
enough to
about
Yeah, just enough
halfway
to see.
over to the river, just past the caravan, from behind you, you hear just this deafening crick of a stick, and you turn around and you see Cal kind of like this, but you're both interrupted by a noise from farther down in that direction from the river. This just ear-splitting crick, crick, caw! And which kind of trails off after a second, and then there's this just massive splashing, and then the sound of something emerging from the water
I'd have heard that,
onto
right?
dry land.
Ah,
I'd have heard
oh,
that, right?
no.
Oh yes.
It knows we're here.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
out of the
okay.
tree,
I'm gonna fucking book it towards Nick.
and I'm turning into a bear.
I
Back
get
in the tree.
No, I said I got out of the tree.
these daggers out.
I got out of the tree and I'm turning into a bear. I don't care if it takes me a minute or two to get out of there, but. Oh yes, I got a natural 10, so plus whatever. No, but I need a.
Oh yes, natural 10.
No,
let's
which is
roll.
good because I need a 10.
Anticlimactic.
I need a 10 to not get hurt, so I get to add a bonus, so I know immediately. I'm good.
Natural 10.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, so I'm good. I'm a bear. Yeah. Crimson
In the
right.
tree? In the tree?
No, I jumped out of the tree.
Okay.
Crimson right on my teeth.
Back
mouth.
at camp though. You're about
We don't know that this is harmful.
Yeah, but it's in the middle of the woods and it's scary
That's true.
at night.
I'm booking it.
Well,
towards
wait.
it.
That's a good point. Would any of us, but I'm mostly asking about me because that's what I care about right now, be able to know what it was from the noise it made? I could roll survival.
sure.
We don't need to know what exactly
17.
everything
I'll
is.
I'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
Sometimes I just want to see it.
Yeah. So, Nick and Cal,
Crimson
are
right.
you you're still heading towards the river?
Yeah.
I'm just getting to where Nick is.
Okay. Yeah, and you guys are fairly close to the river. Not that far off, only a dozen or so meters, maybe a little bit more.
Like 50 or 60
Yeah,
feet between us.
Well,
you think?
it's probably closer to like 40 meters, maybe even 50. So it's a ways.
Yeah.
Are we doing meters or feet?
Let's go with feet.
We're
Okay,
just
that's-
in
this is feet.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
I was about to say. I was like,
Sorry.
It's fine.
But you're close enough that the moonlight reflecting on the river from the more open area of the river is enough to illuminate a fairly large, pretty clearly bear-shaped figure standing near the edge of the woods.
Damn it. Go on.
Okay.
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 I'm gonna get these daggers out.
I'm gonna come up behind her and put my hand on her shoulder and have my trident.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stand here though, or I'm actually. I don't really want to fight anything, but does it sees us?
Yeah, actually, while you guys are kind of lining up for this little attack formation, you can see it. There's this like there's this like ruined stone arch over by the riverbed, and from around the side of it, that figure emerges more clearly. And when it turns its head towards you, that kind of animal green eyes illumination, and it is just these two round eyes staring right back at you.
Okay. I'm gonna try to slowly back up with Nick,
Okay, I'm
so we can try to get out of this fight if we can.
Okay. This is a little unorthodox, but can I actually have you guys do an animal handling check?
Yeah, that's not good.
By the way, I'm
8.
running down there.
With a +4.
16.
16.
Running down
Okay, yeah.
Ready.
So we're trying to sneak away and be cautious,
And a
and then there's a
fucking
fucking
polar
polar bear going right behind us. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Great.
Nick, you kind of like disengage a little lower, but you see Cal kind of just backing up and like tightening a hand on his trident a little bit, and that bear figure takes a few more steps towards you. It's still a ways away, but you can see as it walks, it's kind of lowering itself to the ground.
Uh-oh.
I just want to say, I don't want to like go past them to this bear thing. I want it to be like one of those things where it seems like it's about to be really tense, and then all of a sudden, I just jump on that fucking bear, or whatever that
So
creature
you're
is.
keeping back.
I'm gonna put this in. I don't actually have.
We don't have now. that's
Holy
close enough.
shit!
So
I mean, the owl bear mini kind of looks like that.
Yeah,
That's
it's
placeholder.
fine.
it's what we have,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I don't
but-
want to steal Ryan's awesome bear mini.
That's true.
Coolest mini.
No one's seen it yet.
I think it's the coolest bear, or the coolest mini.
It's definitely very cool.
That
I
one's
I
pretty
like the
damn
one I had
awesome.
him custom make me, personally.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So Orion, are you gonna just charge right past them?
So I want just come out of nowhere, if I can do
Fucking so the King Kong scene where he comes in and pulls the T-Rex.
If you want to roll stealth, I'll let you do that. You're gonna have disadvantage, because you are a charging polar bear.
Is this thing gonna hurt us?
It looks a little scary.
The crouching is very predatory.
that. Here, wait. If I do that,
Okay.
and I'm do whatever you want. If I get a nat 1, I don't care. But if I get above a nat 1, but still not stealthy, can you promise me that I won't like mess up how I walk? Like I won't like trip or something.
I mean, you're just trying to sneak.
Right, but
If
I
you fail the stealth
Then you
roll,
make
you're
a
just
loud
gonna be
noise.
very loud.
that's fine. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do it with disadvantage. I got 18 both times.
Damn.
I did.
Yeah.
Plus 2 is 20.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So what is your plan? Are you just charging right past and attacking?
I don't want to charge past them. I want to like come out
That's
so
the
they
way.
can't see me, and I just want it to be like one of those action scenes where they're like, "Oh, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?" Boom! Fucking bear on bear.
You're showing off to
So you
us.
are-
I'm not showing
gonna
off.
mo- I'm
I just
gonna
think
move
that'd
up.
be cool.
Yeah,
in
Still a
my
little
mind.
ways
Yeah, you
away
are.
from them. It's still like a good
That's fine. I will like,
60 feet.
and I'm back here, right?
I'm gonna move up towards that tree in front of me into the more clearing area, and try like just put my hand out and kind of. You're supposed to be big with a bear, but I feel like I want to be smaller.
How to train your dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of just. I don't know. Try to calm it
Well,
down.
definitely knows you. Yeah, just like that from this out of nowhere on the side.
Yeah, and Cal, actually, as you're creeping up, like I guess like a panther out of the darkness, you just
A
see
white panther.
Orion's bear form just sort of slink out from up behind a tree.
running.
And at this close, it's still pretty dark, but you can pretty clearly see the same hunchback stature of an adult owl bear.
And since I got a 20, I was gonna say no to this because it wouldn't be stealthy. But can you like see a little tiny bit of glowing acid in the mouth, or just acid?
I'd say
it wouldn't
now
glow.
that
It wouldn't glow.
now
Maybe
that
not.
Cal, now that you're aware of it, you can kind of see this light.
Bioluminescent.
I think that. I mean, every time I think of acid, I think of like glowing at green.
I agree.
That's
Yeah.
what I think of. I know
I
it
would-
doesn't, but
I would like to get up with them. Thank you.
I know I'm stealthy, but I'm
One of
going
those grab
fast. I'm charging at him.
The owl bear?
I've been charging since camp. I know
Yeah,
I'm going
that's-
stealthy, but I'm just like running at him.
Go ahead and
ready
roll
to fight.
initiative for me.
I know. I'm ready to fight him.
All of us.
Yeah.
17. Let's go!
15.
I get the worst initiative on the entire planet every single time.
19.
15.
I'm so proud of you.
Trevor, I'd inch that
You got
a
17?
little bit closer. Yeah. A little bit closer away from the edge. That's terrifying.
I know, I already broke
It feels. Yeah, I was gonna say. It seems like somebody already broke one today.
Somebody already broke it. I said I was sorry. It was an accident.
I got a 15. Don't put me on the bottom.
You're gonna be.
Wow, those are some really good rolls from everyone.
Yeah, they were very good.
15 being the lowest.
Yeah,
that's
so
pretty good.
Cal, as you're working your way towards this clearing, Orion's bear form just comes charging past into the clearing.
I'm just gonna like.
Is he past
I'm
me?
just gonna
Yeah.
growl.
Yeah.
I want my bear to growl. Look at that. Look at that. My mini is as big as that thing. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not small anymore, bitch.
So,
I'm
I'd
last.
say-
I can't do anything. I'm last.
well, because you are initiating action
It's
in this
a
case,
surprise.
and it
round,
is stealthy. This would be a surprise round for you.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay, wait. Let me read that. I'm gonna try to bite him. Like jump on him and bite him like in the back or on the neck or something.
All right. Yeah. So, go ahead and roll the attack.
Fucking hell. I got a nat 1.
A nat.
I did. I thought it was a 7 at first. I'm like,
Oh my gosh, buddy.
man, I thought that was gonna be so cool, and then my freaking metal die is giving me decent rolls pretty much all day, and then it's like, no, I'm just gonna do
So
that.
Cal, you see Orion charge into this clearing towards the owl bear, which kind of crouches low again, and then he makes a bite and just sort of rams into the side of the bear and just like flips over top of him onto
Tell
the
me
ground.
he's at least surprised.
He's very surprised. You actually see it kind of rears back and lets out a hooting noise.
So I'm prone right now.
Yes, you are prone. And Nick, it is your turn.
Man, I'm pissed.
Yes.
Like, Orion is pissed. I'm not showing off, but I mean, it would be cool.
I know.
I-
You did get your moment kind of ruined. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm so sad now.
Can I
I really am.
can I get there within 30 feet? Is it 30 feet from me? Can
Wait,
I?
Nick, you're in front of me?
Yeah,
had a better
I got a
initiative?
19.
Fuck. I was
Yeah.
so excited.
15, 20, 30. Yeah.
I would like to get right there,
I was so happy.
and I would like to try to get it with a dagger.
Go ahead and roll.
I was so
Because Orion looks like he's in
complaining.
trouble.
No, I'm gonna complain. That's really sad.
10.
10. That's not gonna hit.
And then for my bonus action, I need you to make a deception check, please.
You're making a deception.
You need to make a deception check.
What's deception again?
Charisma.
Charisma. Okay. 9.
Okay. It takes 10 points of damage.
Oh!
Why?
Because that's my insightful fighting thing for my bonus action.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I don't even
So-
know what that would entail. So you
As
like.
action, you can make an insight check against the creature you can see.
That isn't incapacitated, contested by deception. I use my
Yep.
sneak attack, which is 2d6.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Yeah,
So
that
I'd
makes
say.
Oh, that's so cool.
Isn't
Yeah, you
it?
charge up and you swing your first dagger, which it kind of ducks backwards from. But you just continue that momentum around and swipe your other dagger right across its throat like that.
It goes like back in for another hit, and you just dunk it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Cool.
Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, I can't.
Cal,
All right,
you're up.
I'm going to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god,
Oh,
I
you're
could have
so
made an
clever,
additional
Nick.
attack.
So, 18
18.
is good enough. But what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to think of what Forge said. I'm gonna fight her taking over me, but I'm gonna let the power try to flow through me and try to harness it.
Okay. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Dude, I could have made two
Straight
attacks.
Constitution or
Constitution
Saving
saving
throw?
throw.
I could have made two.
7.
7.
It's okay.
So you're gonna take 2 points of damage.
Okay. What
I
type of
think you do
damage?
have resistance to fire, so
Is
it'll
it
be
fire? So 1
yeah,
point.
so it'll be 1 point.
Okay.
But you feel that like burning feeling gathering around your fingertips. And are you going to try and attack with it?
Just with the flames, or
Yeah.
I'm gonna charge up to it, and as I'm charging, kind of rear back my trident, and just try to go up under its like rib cage or something.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll the hit.
Oh, you dick, dude. You dick.
I'm very upset.
What'd you roll?
9.
9.
Okay, I'm gonna use my War Priest, and I can use my bonus action to attack again.
Sure.
That was cocked. It wasn't 18, but it was cocked.
Was that a nat 1?
That was a 5 again.
It was a 5.
9 again. God damn it, dude. Are you serious?
Yeah, actually, I have a in-universe reason for this. As you charge up, you kind of... It feels like your feet are blistering. Like, it becomes more and more painful to continue this charge. And by the time you reach it there, you're so off balance that your 2 strikes just completely whiff to the sides of it. But then that fire just releases and it just right into your face, kind of scorching your hair and burning your clothes a little bit. And man, it feels bad, like unnatural, like turning like a joint kind of incorrectly, like twisting your arm behind your back. It just feels wrong. Orion, it is your turn.
Oh, it's his turn.
No, it's your turn. You had a surprise round.
Okay.
You are prone though, so your movement will be needed to stand up.
Let me get up.
Fuck.
I'm
That's so
gonna
annoying.
Cast my blood maledict to impose blood curse of the eyeless on him, which means he has a disadvantage on an attack roll, his next attack roll.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm not going to amplify it because I don't want to hurt myself more.
Okay.
So that was an interact with an object. Do I get an attack still or no?
It's an action, right?
It's an action.
Then unless you have something that lets you use bonus actions as attacks, no.
I don't think
Yeah.
I do.
No, so you see Orion kind of raises himself back up to his feet and then takes one of his polar bear claws and just goes like across his chest, and the owl bear kind of like stutters though as he does it, almost like the wound is felt by the owl bear as well. But then it is going to turn towards you, Nick, and it's going to have disadvantage on its first attack. That's a 13.
That does not hit.
Thank Christ.
Yeah.
It came in handy, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I
What
don't
was
mind.
the
I
first
wanna
one?
take
What was
some
it without disadvantage?
Without it was an 11 plus its attack bonus.
Oh.
And so it
So it might have hit.
it for the first one it takes and it like lunges towards you with its beak, but you kind of scuttle back, and that this just massive owl's beak just clamps down right in front of your face. But then it comes around with one of those pawed hands and it swings its claws towards you. Another 6, so but you, yeah, I'm gonna say you like it's aiming kind of low, so you actually jump over its paw and position yourself to attack.
Okay, I'm gonna try again with my dagger. That one great.
Absolutely.
So 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. 14 points of damage.
Nice.
And is Cal or Orion within?
Fight.
Shut up.
Is it Cal or Orion?
I don't care. Same sentence.
Is Cal or Orion within 5 feet?
Cal's right next to you.
Okay.
Fucking damn.
It does an extra 7 points of damage.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nick MVP.
Actually, no, that
I
won't work.
know.
Nick has
What?
done all of the damage so far.
I have been the whole time, but I just never get to fight.
Yeah, so and that was with your dagger again, right? Yeah, so I'd say you actually like you see kind of Orion or Cal, jeez, like kind of using his trident to get back to his feet, and you just run forward and jump off of his trident on the ground
Oh,
and plant your
teamwork
daggers
makes-
like right
yeah.
in the owl bear's back.
Great.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Cal,
Wait,
you're up next.
I'm not sure if this is a great time to say this. Do I know what it is now?
It's
an owl
definitely an
bear,
owl
man.
bear.
Okay.
You definitely figured that out when you fell over it.
Okay,
Making sure.
I'm going to swap my hands so that I have my trident in my left hand, and take my fist and try to just touch the owl bear on the right,
Nice.
and just
Classic.
cast inflict wounds right into his chest.
Can you make an unarmed attack first?
Unarmed? It's just touch.
Is that-
touch? You don't need to make an attack
Do you
for.
for the inflict wounds thing, is it you have to make an unarmed attack first?
No, it's just touch.
Okay,
Wait.
yeah.
No, it's make a melee spell attack.
That's what I thought.
Dude, what? When
Okay, it's
when
fine.
we
It's
fought in the
plus six.
Coliseum, he just had to touch me. I'm just saying.
That's true. I
You're
don't know.
also
I,
not.
I like the touch
yeah.
thing though. Okay, yeah, that hits. It
Of
was
course you
18
like it, you
plus
don't have
6.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's 3d10. I have 3d10 in this thing specifically for this.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Okay, that's not bad.
3d10, jeez.
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't awful. It was 18 points of damage,
that's a lot of damage. man.
necrotic damage, and then I'm going to use my bonus action, and with my left hand with my trident, kind of try to sweep at its legs.
All right.
Okay. 13 plus 4.
D&D Beyond
17.
and the book for Blood Hunter have different things. So
Yeah,
I'm
I would
going
just
up
D&D
D&D
Beyond.
Beyond.
17 to hit.
17, that hits.
Okay, and then that's
Book gives me more information.
1d8 plus 2. 5 points of damage.
How hurt does this thing look? Look weak.
It's not doing so hot. Like, let's be honest.
It's got some fight in it, but it's still not.
Nick did 31 points of damage in her first 2 rounds.
And he
Like-
just did a lot.
Fucking damn. That was impressive.
That's what I'm here to do.
All I can do is surprise it and make it so it can't
Yeah.
see.
So Cal, Cal, you just like step forward after getting back up, like after Nick kind of bounces off of your trident, and
Yeah.
you just like put a hand on either side of its head or beak.
Mm.
It's kind of like flat, and you just send that ripple of necrotic damage through, and you kind of see it just like shudders, and then you spin around and just stab with your trident, like underneath its legs. Is that all for your turn?
Yep.
All right, Orion, you're up.
I'm gonna try to bite it in the neck.
Okay.
And I read, which I should have done before, but I felt rushed. I can make 2 unarmed strikes as a bear.
Nice.
So can I bite it twice, or do I have to bite it and then do like try to scratch it?
You can bite it twice.
I'm gonna
if you
try to
want.
bite it twice because that's
Unless
what
it specifically specifies you get 1 with your bite and
No,
one
it
with your
just
claws.
says I get 2 unarmed attacks.
Then you can bite twice.
I'm gonna try to do that because that's where my crimson right is. I think that one hits.
What was it?
17 plus 7.
Yeah.
24.
Okay, I'll trust you when you say it.
And 18.
Okay.
Both hit?
Both hit.
Yes. Okay. I'm very excited. 6, 10 to acid, 8 unarmed attack from bite, which might be piercing, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, you see Orion just comes in from the side and just like plants himself against it and just starts like chewing at the side of its neck, just like pulling out these big chunks of feather and flesh, and the owlbear calls out again with that like whoo as it's kind of being pushed towards the ground. But it is its turn, and
It's melting that spot too.
does a 17 hit
It does.
bear form? Yes. All right.
I
So
only
it
get +1 to my
responds.
AC.
Yeah.
Damn.
It responds with just a big old claw to the center of your stomach.
So Trevor, just to be sure, or just to clarify, I'm not turned. I
No,
don't have the things.
not right now.
I still have the fire from it though.
Yes.
Okay.
You will not like actively like you do. Your horns aren't grown, and you're not like
Yeah.
actively channeling fire, but you did use it in that case.
Okay.
Can we make you angry? Would that be a smart move? Probably
No.
not.
Well, I'm trying.
Ryan,
to
you
fight
take
against
14 points of damage
wanna
from
get
the
Okay,
claws.
guys, another hit like that, and I'm not going to be doing very well.
Well, unfortunately, it is going to retaliate with a chomp from the beak.
Okay, guys, I'm
as
not going to
well.
be doing very well here in a second.
Bite me. I want to get bit.
Is a 18 hit?
17
Yeah,
hit,
that-
so. Alright, guys, I might need
Wait.
to die.
I would-
13 points of damage.
I'm done. I'm out.
Like dead or unconscious?
I'm unconscious.
Okay. Yeah, so you see Orion come in and just chomp down at it, but it sort of it lets out a hoot that just turns into a roar, and it swipes with a claw and then brings its beak around and just chomps down on his exposed throat, and you see Orion just like topple to the ground. But Nick, it is your turn.
Still as a bear though. Or do I turn back when I die? Or go unconscious? I want to keep it as a bear.
I'd say you do. It's his eyes follow you.
They really do. I feel like he's looking right at me.
How are you, Arthur?
He's literally looking this way.
You know what's funny is this is basically like Stool has provided about as much dialogue as Arthur
As
did in that
Arthur
one
usually
when he
does,
had
yeah.
when he was just making tea and
My
had to be
favorite part
quiet
is
for
that I
2
can
hours.
see him over here and over here.
Anyway, Nick, it is your turn.
Okay, I will try to hit it with my dagger again.
Absolutely.
Ooh, 12.
To hit that unfortunately
I have
doesn't.
more health than all four of us.
Okay, then I will.
I checked.
Then I will
did.
use my bonus action, and I would like you to make a deception roll.
You know, surprisingly enough, charisma not exactly the spare start.
Yeah,
yeah.
I should hope.
Very surprised. I just
Or
hope
it's
that it's
really,
not-
really a sexy.
I got
bear.
a 16.
Okay, then I can't. I'm not doing. I can't do anything.
Dang,
Shit.
this bear is deceptive.
Yeah, it sure is.
like-
I can't figure out what he's.
Why?
Yeah, so it's like Nick charges in with a dagger and
Yeah.
like kind of misses the first time, and then like
I'm,
goes like this, and then goes
Professor Xing
Huh.
it, and I just
you
can't
lying to me
figure
right
it
now?
out.
like tapping her dagger kind of like on her chin, like but Cal, it is your turn.
She's very
Okay.
philosophical in battle.
So before I attack, I'm going to think again about what Ford said, and try to channel as much of this energy as I can. And I'm gonna just go up and get up really close to it and press my hand against its chest and just cast Guiding Bolt right into its chest.
Nice.
Go ahead.
That would hurt.
17 plus 6.
That hits.
Okay, and then that's.
I would be amazed if you
Yeah,
missed.
go for it.
Yeah, honestly, that should have been with advantage. I think
Well,
you could ask.
and
I
then
would've-
can you
I
bust
would've
those
handed it.
D6?
I have this mine.
Bust
Just
those.
roll
Can you
one of
bust
them
those?
twice.
That's true. I'll roll my special one twice.
You can take all his dice. He's not
6.
using them.
You fucker.
You fucker! You took it without
7,
asking.
4, so that's 11. You got
Yeah,
12 points of damage total. Fire damage.
Here, I gave you this. He's not using them this episode. You can take
Oh,
them.
that's a good point. And
How much
then
damage?
12.
12.
A dozen. Is he dead?
How does he look?
Are you doing anything else?
Oh, he's dead. You don't have to. Actually, I take that back. Do whatever you can. Cause I can't really do much. I really hope I don't die. I don't have my healer.
So I casted 2 first level spells. I am.
Don't cast them all. Remember, we still have to sleep after this.
That's true.
We don't have time to sleep. Well, we only got a short rest beforehand.
Yeah, but we already had a long rest. We haven't been in combat for fucking ever.
I know,
dude.
but if we get in combat again later in the day, you're not going to have any spells.
Okay.
And I need you to heal me.
I'm just gonna use my war priest one more time. And so after I put my hand into his chest and shoot it out, I'm gonna do a spinning, like, spin around and hit him with the back of my hand and cast Inflict Wounds one more time.
Do you guys spell slots tonight?
What?
Do you guys spell
Actually,
slots?
Cal, I'm gonna cut you off right there.
Thank you.
When you charge forward, Nick, you actually see he gets right up underneath the bear, which is currently like upright, mauling into Busto, and he slides a hand like up against its chest, and then there's just this like around his arm of fire, and then just a boom, and this actual just like bolt of projectile fire just blasts through, actually lighting up the corpse and sending a streak of fire out of the owlbear's back. And then the owlbear tips to the side and collapses to the ground next to Orion. But Cal, can you make a Constitution saving throw for me?
Okay. It's not really that good, but it's better than what I had before. 13.
13. So Cal casts this, and the owlbear is launched backwards, and you see Cal kind of pause for a second, and then just like he looks at you, Nick, and his eyes just go wide, like whites of the eyes showing, and then he reaches over, and you see him grab his other arm and collapse to his knees, screaming. The owlbear is dead, though. In positive news.
What's going on? Are you okay?
Cal, your entire left arm is on fire. Like, burnt. From fingertips to elbow.
Well, I'm not gonna scream because my voice isn't too good right now.
Should I roll something?
I'm
for a
screaming.
Yeah.
save? Okay.
I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm like,
Our healer is out.
Yeah, I said that. And I think, didn't you use all your spell slots?
no. I'm going to cast Healing Word on my arm and kind of run my hand over my arm and just whisper something under my breath. Well, not actually on it, because that'd be the worst, just like over it.
Yeah, that's a funny thing to do,
Just stick it in the river.
isn't it? Because when you go to cast Healing Word,
Fire.
nothing actually happens.
Well, I'm gonna remove that spell slot. Now I have 3 second level spell slots. I'm gonna get up and run over to the stream.
Okay. Nick, can you make an insight check for me?
Yeah.
None of us are doing really good right now,
14.
man. Don't worry.
I'm doing fine.
You actually harken back to how this started, when you were running through the woods and you heard that bird's screech. And, man, something that really should have occurred to you then kind of becomes clear now. Owlbears hoot.
Isn't that? Huh. This is horrible. Isn't it nasty? Wait, can I make a perception check?
So,
20.
20. Yeah. So you see Cal actually just dive into the water, and he goes underwater kind of holding one arm. And you see him kind of just like, after a second, Cal, in the cold water, it subsides. It is not actively burning away, but God, it still hurts. And you kind of just stand back up and look back towards them and towards the treetops. And you see something perched atop those trees looking right back at you. And Nick, with a 20, you hear it before you actually see it. You hear this rustling and crackling from the branches above before the biggest bird you have ever seen swoops down towards the river and with both talons outstretched grabs Cal around the torso and carries him up into the air.
Do I have time to do a short bow at it?
Absolutely.
Can I try to shoot it?
what color's the bird?
Hard to tell in the dark.
That's a good point.
Does a 20 hit?
A 20 does hit.
Okay, okay. 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage.
Would that be enough to start
More
it and
importantly,
drop
does it drop him?
Yeah, that's not good.
I don't want
So,
to. I don't
okay,
want.
Cal,
Wait, I don't want
in relating to the color, it's kind of, it's a mix of blue and red with like actual white undertone on the belly. It is like massive. Like, I don't quite know how to accurately portray the size of it. From wingtip to wingtip, it's probably 20 to 35 feet across, maybe more.
Oh.
Well, considering birds have really large wingspans
Yeah.
for their size, this monster would definitely qualify as gargantuan.
Jesus Christ! Are you serious?
You know what? No, I just want to say on break, you're the one that said I want to fight something huge. He's the one that said that. He did
I
say
have all
that.
my
Did
health.
I?
I'm
Yes,
fine.
you're
I
like,
won't
no,
fight.
don't make it some little owl bear. Make it something huge. I want to fight. We haven't fought in 4 games. Well, God damn it, you got your
Oh,
wish.
jeez.
You're dead.
Never mind, I miscalculated 20, 30 feet. Kick that up to 200
Oh my!
What?
Wait,
Where was it perched?
up on the trees. These are
That's-
big trees, it's big woods.
holy shit.
Okay.
This is so
Yeah.
I'm still unconscious.
It's so bad, but so cool.
I'm really bad with sizes. I will give you that.
Don't worry.
This thing, I mean, it is
Holy
grabbing
shit.
you. I don't mean to understand. It grabs you like both claws is around is like a cage around your torso.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
well-
does have the vulture sort of excessively long wings look.
Yeah.
But as it flaps up, it kind of kicks up the water. And Nick, you take like a shot, and it just tunk into the leg above you. And Cal, you actually see that. Just one of Nick's bolts just impaling
How high
into
am
its
I?
leg as it's going up. As you move away from the river, carrying you 20 to 30 feet in the air at
I'm
this
not, I
point.
can't get out of it. I'm gonna fucking fall and die. So.
You're still above the river.
But the river, do we
How
know how
deep is
deep
the
it
river?
is?
You don't know.
Do we know how deep it was?
I'm just gonna let
You
it
only
happen.
went in
Deep
a
enough that
little.
they send
Is
shipping.
my-
They do send shipping boats down this.
Can I,
To possibly 20
since
feet.
I already tried to heal my arm and it didn't work, can I feel if I can do it now? Like, can I feel to see if I have that power?
Arcana roll? Right?
I'd say you can choose between Arcana and Religion, since this connects to your patron.
I think they're both intelligent, so just
Yeah,
do
same
whatever.
thing. +3.
Why is
21.
21. You feel a connection, but it's not natural the way it was before. It's more distant and guarded.
Did that arrow do anything?
It hurt it.
Ugh. Where is it going?
It looks to be going downriver right now.
So, like, the direction we have been
At least I
headed?
got my jerky.
Oh my god. I'm so glad
True.
that's what you're thinking about. So it's heading down the way that we want to go originally, right? It's not heading back
It
towards
is.
Oak
No,
City,
it's not heading backwards.
towards the ocean. Okay.
I'm gonna try to hit it one more time before it goes out of range.
Would
Okay.
you have to roll disadvantage not to hit Cal? That's what I was thinking last time, but I
If
didn't want
it's
to say it.
200 feet,
It's big. Dude.
I know, but I thought you were trying to hit its leg,
It's,
so
I
it
mean,
might drop.
its
I'm not.
body isn't that big. Its body's maybe only like 20 feet across.
That's
But
still
it has
pretty
this
big.
wingspan.
ungodly
Right, I
wingspan.
thought she
enormous.
was
That makes
trying
me
to.
think of Shadow of the Colossus
if I hit its
so
wing, it'll
much.
hurt.
I
It's
thought
fine.
she was trying to hit it in the leg. That's why I said it.
Oh,
Yeah, the big
23.
worm thing in the sky.
23 to hit.
No, the other
Yeah.
one.
That hits.
Oh.
My favorite one.
9
Bird.
points of damage.
Yeah.
Or no, 11. My bad.
So 20 in all in 2 shots. You are
Is
a
it-
good archer. You need to go hunting with me.
I am a
Is
good
there any way I
archer.
can sneak out of it and try to get on top of it?
You can try
Man,
and
you're
escape.
really
the
trying to
talons
Shadow
are,
of
The talons
Colossus.
are
Like-
grabbing you right now. You can try and
Does it hurt? Is it like piercing my skin? Or
just carrying you. It's not.
I'm just fucking waiting. I'm just.
So we're okay. So it's going.
Stab it in the foot.
I'm
I'm
going
not
to.
gonna
I'm going
do
to.
that.
I'm going to run back to Orion. Can I make a medicine check to wake him up?
Sure. Go
Just
ahead.
so you know, you haven't asked me to roll anything, so I haven't.
Yeah.
12.
Yeah, it's over 10, so he is
Yeah.
stable.
Okay.
I have 1 health. I have 1.
I think so.
Okay.
We might be mixing that up.
No,
I'd
it's
say,
fine.
given a little bit of time, you can wake him up anyway.
Orion.
He's still a bear.
Orion. I'm gonna get on your back, and you need to run down and chase that bird.
I'd be super disoriented. What bird? What?
Okay, a bird just grabbed. bird just
Are you
grabbed
back
him.
from bear form?
I'm in bear form still.
Can you talk?
I can talk in bear form.
Okay.
And I can talk
That's really
all
cute.
my other
That's cool.
language. I can
Nice.
talk common. And normal Shinji Draconic. So.
There's a bird, and it's going down the river where you need to go.
Okay.
Okay.
At
Alright.
first, I think I'm gonna try to run as fast as I can as a bear. I don't know the stats on a polar bear, but you know.
Faster
Bears are
than a
faster than you.
gnome.
I know they're faster than
Yeah,
running, but
I'm gonna get on.
at first it's definitely gonna be a shaky run, and it's probably gonna stay that way because I'm at 1 health.
Yeah.
But I think I get my balance after a few steps, a little
It's
bit.
Like,
If you're running through the woods, it's gonna be hard to keep eye line on this thing.
I don't.
we need
That's
to
the thing.
run
I don't
in
want
the
to run.
river.
That's what I'm saying. I want to
Do I
run.
know who? What kind of bird this is?
Can I see it? I see it
anything
now.
About this at all?
Legends.
Roll history for me.
I want to roll
I
history.
bet it's.
Dick.
13.
13.
Right? Wait.
9.
You're 13.
What'd you roll?
9.
9?
Can I get one thing? I want to know one thing.
Yeah.
Is it red?
What does it eat?
What?
Cooked
Yeah, with
fiery
a 9,
tiefling.
you like kind of like poke its stomach, and you're like, oh, I can feel. Interesting.
Grandma.
No, but like, can I don't know. Does it want to eat me? Can I make an insight check? Does it want to eat me?
I don't know if you can make an insight
You can't
check
even
on the
see its
bird that is
face.
carrying you.
All you can see is its
Actually-
talons.
Okay, I am going to
Somebody
cast.
carved
Orion,
it
though,
eats
I
talons.
didn't finish
It
that.
eats-
You, with
No,
a
it
13,
eats bears.
honestly. No, I'm sorry. You probably wouldn't. No, this is a
Could-
bit out of your.
Would I know
normal
without rolling
jurisdiction.
anything because I can see it and obviously hear it that I know that's what was flying earlier?
I think that's a fair assumption.
So, just letting you know, Orion would think that it's been like watching us for a while.
It's not a
This
bad
is- like,
assessment.
I'm assuming this is a smart bird. I'm not gonna underestimate this thing. How far above ground is it now?
It is moving, like
Up or just forward?
just forward. It went up about 40 feet and then just in a straight line.
Can I yell on my shoulder to Nick? Can you shoot it while we're moving?
It's
I
a-
can try. I got it before.
What's the range of the crossbow? Because it's about 120
60
feet in
feet, I
front of you.
Can you roll? Can you
wait,
do it with
maybe,
disadvantage?
It's like really moving.
How many arrows do you have?
20.
18 now, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I got to take out 3 of mine, by the way.
Oh yeah. Although it may be more. I'm actually gonna look it up.
Can I roll perception to make sure that there's nothing like else, like another owl bear or another one of those birds or something are in the area
Go ahead.
that I'm gonna run into? 15. Oh wait, as a bear, I get advantages on smell and hearing. So would I add that
Go
too?
ahead.
15 as Orion, 18 to smell and hearing, and
God.
15 everything.
Oh yeah, I could totally hit this. I would roll with disadvantage, but I could.
Go
It
ahead.
is in my
Wait, it would be
range.
double disadvantage. I hate to say it, but it would because you're riding me, like you're on a polar bear moving. I got it. Shut up.
Is that so?
You think Nick's a steady shot?
I think.
I don't. I mean, it would take a lot
I
of
know
skill,
there is such thing as mounted combat.
I can do it.
but without experience in it,
I'd roll an animal handling to see.
Yeah, that's a good.
Oh,
roll
okay.
I'd be trying to stay steady. But like I said, I'm still
Hard to
Well,
stay steady and go
animals-
fast.
13.
Animal handling 13.
I'd still be kind of shaky. I mean,
I'd say just regular disadvantage.
Yeah,
okay. I
Any
hate
farther away though, and
To,
definitely.
I hate to
go
bring it
Yeah.
up, but
Ooh, yeah. 11.
to hit.
Yeah. Okay.
No, unfortunately, Cal, you do see or maybe hear another arrow just go past you as you're flying.
Is it slowing down or speeding up?
It seems to be maintaining a
how
regular speed.
How long has it been that we've been following it?
Only maybe a minute at this
How high
point.
am I off the ground?
About 40 feet.
How long were we in combat?
Okay. I'm gonna try to take the rope out of my bag. It's 50 feet long, and tie it around one of its talons.
Nice. Clever boy.
And then I'm just gonna touch it and cast inflict wounds. I'm gonna tie it around my waist and its talon, and then
Okay.
just touch it.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
We're in the river, just so you know.
Okay. Okay. I see you. I see you. What was that? What was that roll?
7.
7. Okay, so that's plus 6.
13.
13.
13.
When Buster's not here, just shit hits the fan.
So I'm gonna say, Cal, what happens is you get the rope tied around the talon and around. Or you're not tying it around yourself, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and around your waist, and then you place your hands on the sides of its claws, and you kind of try to go to that strength, but it just fizzles and dies around your fingertips. But the pendant around your chest actually starts to heat up. And you do feel that.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna take out my dagger and just fucking plant it into its into like the bottom of its hand.
Wow.
Okay.
Whatever the fuck it's called.
Roll an attack. Just roll the hit.
Oh,
Dick.
yeah, you're good. You're good, Dick.
No, because I am going to use my divine or channel divinity to add 10 to my roll without knowing the result, because I don't know if this hits or not. So that would be 19. Does that hit?
So let me ask you. You are gonna channel divinity, right? So I'm gonna say what you drive your dagger forward and it kind of scrabbles like it kind of against the thick hide, and then you sort of plant it and sort of go to that place of channel divinity. And while your eyes are closed, though it's not the same. Through the closed eyelids, you can kind of see this almost faint impression of that mirror, that dais in the dark place, almost like a memory or one of those dancing images behind your eyelids. And you don't hear anything, but you do get this sensation of honestly, it's hard to pin down, kind of a anger and disgust.
At me?
It feels directed.
Can I just think for a second? But my channel divinity worked. I hit that thing, right?
We'll get to that.
Okay. I'm just gonna think of myself going, just winking at whatever's getting angry or disgusted at me. That fuck. That's it.
Okay.
I just want to fucking piss the fury off as much as I can at this point. Fuck you.
Okay.
That's your mission.
Nick, your first shot missed, and you started lining up a second shot when I don't have a better word for it than a firework went off. In the distance, you see this just this explosion, this just burst of light, like a gunshot, like an explosion, like a firework, whatever you want to call it. You see the bottom half of the bird briefly overwhelmed in flames, and then it kind of staggers back, wings open and claws thrown up into the air. And Cal, your attempt at anger works, but you do not receive guidance from your god. Instead, a firebolt comes out of the sky, out of the clouds, and strikes at your place, basically right at you, setting off this massive explosion, freeing you from the bird's grasp, but also freeing you from the rope.
Okay. So I'm free falling.
You are free falling.
How far? We're too far.
We're too far.
Okay.
Between 40 and 50 feet.
Really? That's how far we are?
Away from it?
Yeah.
No.
From him.
From him, you're ways
like
away.
100.
You're
That's
like
what I was thinking.
200 feet. More.
So I can't catch up to it
No.
before he. But he's
It's
going
a
in the
stretch.
river. He's going
It's
in
a
the
real
river.
big stretch. But story beats. My spiritual weapon is a bird man. And it's a physical object.
It is.
I probably can't cast it though, can I?
You can try. You can certainly try.
If you can cast thaumaturgy, it just makes a little miracle so you can make a trampoline.
It's a sound.
Thaumaturgy works.
I thought you said it was any
It's
little
a
miracle.
No.
You can make a sound like
It's
a
like a
trampoline.
sound or doors flying open.
Yeah,
Okay.
fly a trampoline.
I'm gonna try it. Underneath me.
'Cause I'm free.
Like, I'd say, how far am I off the ground? 40 feet? Like,
Closer to 50.
10,
that's-
10
but
feet underneath me.
That's to the river, though, right?
Okay. Cal, you're falling kind of towards the river, but the explosion kind of threw you towards the ground.
And I don't know how far you have to be before water turns to concrete, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's about
Yeah.
that.
So 10 feet underneath me. I'm gonna put out my hand as I'm falling and try to have this fucking magical, mystical, fiery Birdman kind of swoop under me.
Yeah. Cal, you put out a hand and you see, Nick, you see this too, actually. You see this more phoenix bird humanoid shape just into the air underneath him, and it flaps like as he gets close, just engulfing him in its wings. And you see it just kind of, it becomes even more a being of fire, and it just around him. And then when the smoke clears, he's gone. He's not falling, he's not caught, he's nothing. Because Cal, as it claps its wings around you, you hit a ground. Not the ground, but a ground. And you kind of are thrown almost off the edge of that dais. But you don't fall off, luckily for us. And you kind of like hold your head, stumble for a second, nurse your bruises, when you hear a voice. And that voice says, "You think you can ask me for help? After such blatant disrespect, Cal."
I'm just trying to be myself. I don't need you interfering with that.
I know you've talked to Forge. Cal, there's a reason Forge has no magical powers of his own. He's not a follower. He's not a emissary. He's a traitor. He's a thief. I offered him power. I offered him chance, and we made a deal, the way you and I did. And he didn't follow through on his end. And as you look up, you're at a like almost right angle to that mirror, so you can't actually see anything reflected in it, but you can see spilling over on your side, not from the other side. There is just this orange-white glow emanating from the mirror.
Why can't we just work together?
I think we can, Cal.
But not your way.
That fire seems to dim for just a second. But then it comes back. And that voice returns with, "And would you prefer your way, Cal? You're following the advice of a murderer, a gladiator? Your way brought you into the talons of a bird 50 feet above the ground with no way out but to beg me for help. I'd give you the power, but you'd have us dead in a week."
You can just let me do it on my own.
I want to help you, Cal. I really do. I think your quest is a righteous one. But don't end your story like an idiot, Cal.
Stupidity is better than ignorance.
And yet, you still follow the advice of someone so clearly lost to reality.
someone who has a good life, lives in a city where he is respected. Yeah, completely lost.
Come to the mirror, Cal.
Nah.
You see that light begin to brighten, and then it changes tone. It changes into some other color. Sunlight, city lights, something like that. And you don't see what is showing in the mirror, but you do hear a voice. A voice you recognize, Forge's voice. And he's sobbing? He's begging or something. And he you can hear him like just blubbering out just these like almost incomprehensible pleas. And there's a lot he says in a pretty short amount of time, but it basically just amounts to a plea for help.
What's that supposed to mean?
You asking?
Yeah.
Fury. There's a response. The light actually stays. It doesn't change. It doesn't change back into that orange glow. Instead, you hear whoever Forge is talking to respond. And they simply reassure him in shortest amount of words possible that everything will be all right. And he has
I
nothing to
recognize
fear.
the voice.
It almost doesn't sound like a voice. Like both of these voices, they're not completely corporeal. It's almost like an impression. It's less like listening to something and more like recalling something. This whole place kind of feels like a dream.
I'll walk around, not to the mirror, but so I'm at an angle where I can see it, but still same distance I am.
Yeah, as you come around to the mirror, you see Forge back to the wall of his little quarters. And he's actually not wearing the, like, armor, the normal garb he has. Like, the arm bracers, the shoulder pads, the neck thing, all of that. He's just completely shirtless at this point. And you see where his bracers usually cover, where his neck guard is, there are just these horrendous burns. Like, open wound burns.
Recent?
They look like they're just...
Wait, like here?
Yeah, across his shoulders and
So that's what
mostly...
he showed me.
He showed you a little bit, like, right here where he had a scar. But this is mostly focused on here, his neck, and his forearms.
Does he have any discerning things that, if I can tell if this is recent or not?
They're open wounds. Like,
But no, I'm not talking about the wounds, like, when did this happen?
It's hard to... Did you leave anything behind in his room?
There's this thing.
Is that...
He would be.
There's...
I'm gonna take this out of my bag and do whatever I can to turn it on and see if he reacts in real time.
It doesn't really do anything from your end. It's a teleport beacon from his end.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But they're connected.
Yeah, you can send things back if you have something to
That's what I was
send.
thinking. Well, he's completely shirtless, though.
It's not on his shirt.
Is he wearing her scarf? Her little blue thing?
It's tucked in his belt.
It is there.
So that's sort of.
So that's right. That's live. This is a live action feed here.
Or it's within
Or, yeah.
very
Recent. Yeah.
recent history.
Did you do this, Sam?
It's no response. You can just see Forge kind of just like head back to the wall.
You know, I find this quite interesting. People who choose not to follow you get this treatment, and the people who do as well.
She doesn't respond, but the scene does shift. You see someone else. You don't recognize this person. He's... or she. It's hard to tell. They're completely armor clad. Like a full suit of bright crimson armor with a massive lance in one hand. And you can see they're walking over a hilltop towards this war-scorched battlefield. And you can see the army behind them. Some of them are actually riding like war elephants, it looks like. Their army is untouched. And the opposing army that they are walking away from is nothing but ash and bone.
Okay, so she's trying to show me what happens if you do follow her. Is that supposed to change my mind?
I'd say you see another scene. It's, again, it's nowhere you recognize, but you do recognize the person in it. Because it's you. Except it's you of the same age, but you're not wearing the pendant. And you seem to be living on the streets somewhere. A back alley, a dark alley. You look frail, diseased, damaged. One of your horns has been completely ripped from your head and leaving only a scar behind to show where it once was. And as you look longer, you can see that you have these like two scars from like, it looks like from shackles from repeated use. And suddenly the cowl on the mirror kind of startles and like looks back out the alleyway, and just like a whole squad of those NPF guards just run by the front of the alleyway and onward, and Cal on the mirror kind of curls up into a ball as they run past and just sort of rocks. And then the mirror clears, and you see yourself as you are right now, strong, still carrying your trident, I assume, with the pendant around your neck. But behind Cal in the mirror, off the edge of the dais, where that empty space is for you, there is this massive flaming silhouette with 4 giant glowing protrusions extending into the air behind it. It's not doing anything. It's just hanging in the air behind you. Or other you, anyway.
Yeah, you can show me this stuff all you like, but I'm still in this reality.
The point, Cal, is that you're in this reality because of me.
Maybe.
You mistake ambition for ignorance, Cal. I do not mean to dissuade you from your path.
No, I was gonna do an insight check.
Okay.
I got a 9.
Okay. I'm not trying to show you that you're weak. You'd be lost without me, but you were a scared child. You had nothing. It's really not your fault, necessarily. But with me, with my help, you have become powerful, even on your own.
Then why won't you let me harness this power? I've never said that I don't appreciate it. I've only said that I don't want to be controlled.
have to tell her, Cal. You're avoiding what you're supposed to be doing. You knew what you were getting into.
It'll come around soon enough.
When?
When we're there.
You can't forget why we're doing this.
I never will.
Then stop trying to fight it. You know you won't be able to live your life without it. What are you without your quest?
An adventurer with friends.
Then go to them. Help them.
I will.
Stop fighting back and hurting yourself.
Then
Work with me and we can do great things, Cal. Don't back talk.
Sorry, Mom. No. I will hurt myself as much as I can to make sure that you cannot take over me. Because to me, it looks like you're shit out of luck. I'm the only way you get into the physical world. And without me, without this vessel, seems like you're kind of fucked.
All that bluster coming from a dead man, and that scene around you abruptly fades away. And Nick, you see after a moment Cal reappear, still falling, actually sideways this time, launched back into reality, arcing over the river and just on the shore.
On our side of the river or the other side?
Your side of the river.
I'm running to it.
And Cal.
If that goes over my max, I'm dead.
If it goes too far over your max.
Needless to say, you're unconscious.
Is it more than 31 damage?
Over your, how much? What's your HP?
My max
It's
is 32.
It's
so if it
43 HP. It's
43?
43
Okay.
damage.
That's fine. Hi. Okay.
I'm like going as fast as I can.
Yeah. Nick and Orion, you catch up to him. He's a ways ahead of you from where the bird dropped him. But by the time you catch up to him, you just see he's impacted into the sand on the ground, actually just burning some of the sand into glass around him where he's landed.
Before we heal him, is the bird gone or did it come back?
No, it flew off after that explosion.
You probably want to. We can both
Yeah,
roll
are
medicine.
we there?
Yeah, we're there.
Yeah.
Can we
I
both roll
will
medicine?
Jump off and go over to him.
Sure.
I'm a bear. Would I have to not be a bear to help him? Or?
Probably.
All right, I'll get out of my bear form.
12?
14.
Yeah. You can stabilize him.
Let's go, boys.
We're both at 1.
He has some wounds that are gonna need healing, to say the least.
From emerging from the woods, you just hear, "Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
Oh, that's
What
a good
have
one.
you been up to?"
So,
There's good berries.
God, you guys are really far away from the caravan. You might want to think about that.
Yeah,
I can turn.
I'm like,
shit. I can give them both a ride because I can turn back into a polar bear if I have to. You guys want to do that?
gonna get on my feet first.
You're not in the. You wouldn't be in the mood to go, would you?
No, not at all. What the fuck would I be in? I'd be basically dead.
You'd be at 1 HP like me.
I'm like, fucking.
But I feel like
You're
his would be
as you stand up, your legs still work. Luckily, your back
not
is
Jell-O.
not broken. Trying to straighten up though, if you don't have a broken vertebrae, you definitely have a lot of broken ribs.
One second, let me just roll for it.
And probably a concussion, let's just be honest.
I just want to say, if I get below a 10, I'm going to go unconscious.
No, dude.
If I get above a 10, I'll be a bear.
A wimbo way. A wimbo way.
I don't have a good track record when it comes to rolls.
A wimbo way.
No, I don't know. No.
A
It's a
wimbo way.
50-50
Just
shot,
do it,
pretty
just do
much.
it, pussy. A wimbo way.
What was
Is
it?
that a natural one?
Was it a natural
No,
one?
it was a 7.
Okay.
But wait,
You don't get a bonus to it.
I get. Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah, I get where is it? Yeah, because I get
What do
a
you get?
Constitution saving throw.
Plus 2?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck!
Yeah. So you see, Orion
He's like,
kind of comes forward. He like looks back and forth, and then he goes like this, and you see him just like, and you just see as he expands,
Wait, let me roll.
like his bear form doesn't go fast enough,
I
and
took 1 damage.
and it just tears these like massive cuts like along his sides, and then he kind of like leans back, and you see actually this golden silhouette of him sort of flashes around him for a second, then he just into the sand.
Yeah, I'm out. But
That's
wait,
the only time we've had someone go unconscious from lowering their HP max below the HP
Yeah,
they currently
yeah.
have.
I had 1 life and I dealt 1 damage to myself.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna stabilize him. I'm not. I'm gonna be on the ground. You're gonna stabilize him.
Actually, I
will-
lost 3 damage because I get
oh,
plus 1 for each.
I will try to check him. 16.
Yeah, I mean, they stabilize you, but you're not gonna walk anytime soon.
I just want to get up and be like, well, that didn't work.
Dude, you're not. You can roll Constitution if you want to try and stand up.
Can I
No,
make
because
another
I'll
check?
just deal more damage to myself.
It won't deal damage. I just want to see if you can even stand up.
Can I make
Okay,
another
well,
Arcana
Constitution?
check to see if I have magicness?
Sure.
Did you say straight con?
Just make a Constitution saving throw.
Saving
I
throw.
have no fucking clue if I have magicness.
15.
15.
I couldn't have got that roll when I,
Dude,
turned into a bear.
You like
Yeah.
you stand up like halfway and then just lean to the side and vomit into the sand.
Yeah, that was a natural.
I'm not turning into a bear. I kind of just want to float down river.
The river goes the other way.
Shit. I don't care. I want to do it.
What'd you roll? 11?
1.
1? A nat 1. Dude.
Dude, I have no clue. If
You
I...
like put your finger in your
Am I
belly
magic?
button and like wiggle it and you're like,
magic.
you don't
Okay, I have a really bad idea.
I take a gold coin like.
All right. I have a really bad idea. A really bad idea.
know. Behind your own.
Yeah.
That's so bad because you just take a coin, go like this, and then go.
All right, bad idea. I can't walk. He's in
Yeah.
bad shape.
Yeah.
Let's call that bird back. Maybe it can bring us home.
No, you need to go get a horse and bring us back.
Go
Or
get
get the
them.
caravan. We're not on the path, are we? But the path is.
You're a little
very
ways
far.
off the path.
You need
It's
to
only
get-
like it's not very far.
You need
from
to
where
bring
you
the caravan to us. You have to. How are we
I'm
gonna
try
get
to
back
heal
there?
myself.
We're just gonna take our time.
We don't have time.
Wisdom saving throw.
You have to do this.
Fuck you!
What
I
was it?
didn't like that at all.
What was it?
That was a 12.
12.
Wait, why? Are you mad at me?
No, I was yelling at the die.
Oh, well, I thought you made a wisdom because you got angry.
No,
No.
I'm trying. I'm trying to heal myself.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
You don't hurt yourself, but it doesn't work.
You have to go get it. Cal and I can't even stand up. Cal's not in the walking.
Weirdly enough, when you reach back, you only had 1 coin in your hand, and when you pull it back, you have 2. Like you just successfully pulled off a magic trick
Or
on
I just have
yourself.
such a bad concussion that I have like
that
4
you're like
hands.
seeing. Yeah.
4 coins.
Nick, you have to do this.
I'm going to make a fire here, and we're going to stay here.
What time is it?
No, Nick, he's right.
It's like a couple hours away from morning.
We don't have time.
We need to get the caravan.
If
and
you
get
go
it.
now, you might be able to make it here a little after sunrise.
How close are we to the nearest civilization.
that we know of on the map, so I can stretch
Like-
out a word.
Far.
Real far.
So there's not a single fucking stop in between Oakstead
There
and
are.
Telechek.
But we're still
There are.
far. We're far
just
from
a-
both.
We're in
You're
the
just a
middle of the
ways.
woods.
There's an actual settled town near the exit of Arborholm.
How far is she
That's
from the?
not
How
fucking
far are we
far.
from the
That's
caravan?
pretty
That's pretty
far.
damn far.
I know. I was sarcasm.
How far are we
We're
from
like
the caravan?
From the caravan,
I
like
ran only 2 minutes, but I don't know how fast a bear can run.
I'd say you're about 250, maybe 300 feet away from the caravan.
Yeah, we're not even that far away. At all.
Would you say we're about halfway through the Arborholm Woods? Like where that tower is? No.
No.
Can I make a perception check just to
Jesus
see
Christ,
if
You've
we're
gone,
gonna be like 5
Here, I can
episodes.
actually give you the actual hex number of how far you've gone.
1,
Yeah.
No, it's actually quite a bit.
4.
Travel pace.
No, each one's 10.
You have gone 20.
Each one's 10 miles. I think.
I haven't seen the hex.
I have.
We don't
You've gone
hex.
48 miles so far.
Okay.
About.
Can I roll a perception check just to see if there's anything dangerous around us? So she feels a little bit better about leaving us.
Sure.
19.
19. You don't hear anything out of the ordinary.
Nick, if you
Nick.
go now, it'll be an hour, and maybe
It's
an hour.
300 feet.
I know,
you
but
guys know
you're
how-
3 feet tall and never really handled horses before.
I
It'll be
And a
4
cat.
hours.
I can walk 20. If I can walk 25 feet in 6 seconds.
Yeah, but how long is it going to take
That's
you to
running.
deal with
Yeah.
those horses, pack up
If you
everything, to put out the
if you
fire,
walked,
pack
that'd
up
be
all the
fucking
meats,
crazy.
Fucking long legs.
get back out onto the path, find us again? It
Just,
might
like,
be
unfold.
45
Like she's been
minutes. It
squatting
won't be
all the time.
long. But I can't move. He shouldn't move.
I can move. I'm gonna try to stand up.
I told you he shouldn't move.
Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay, that's not that bad. 17.
He stands, but it's like the most feeble. Like he's like,
I'm gonna use my.
I just
My
squeezed.
trident.
I popped one of my ribs. Like popped.
I'm gonna use my trident as a cane and try to walk back with Nick. That might help. We can leave him here. We know you don't like him that much,
I was
anyways.
using him as protection. I can't even move. You're more protection than I am.
You'll be fine. We'll be back in a. Yes. I'm
I'm just
go
gonna
to the caravan.
use one of these for like a little bit of light, I guess.
Okay. And to give him a good way back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose that would work too.
How do I send stuff through here? I can't send stuff through here. Like I can't. How can I communicate with him?
He only can communicate with you.
Are you fucking serious?
The ball,
Dick.
the ball's literally in your court. but
It's
the ball's
just a
in his court.
beacon. Like yours is just a beacon.
Can I tell him that I want something?
Can he send stuff back?
Morse code. Help me. Health potion, bitch. Please. Health potion.
He told me that he told me that we could send something back.
But Morse code's per letter, not word. Just saying. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I don't actually know Morse code.
I know
Just saying.
SOS.
I used to know SOS. I can't remember.
Alright, the FBI is tapping into our fucking feed and we're gonna get like 20
Anyway,
SWAT teams
So
coming.
you
to
guys
us.
head back to the caravan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get up inside of the caravan and in the front with the horsies.
Yeah.
Our camp is pretty much,
The fire's
Yeah.
burnt down by this point.
Yeah.
but we didn't need anything else. We got like all the
We
jerky
have
and
stuff
everything.
in. Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'm just gonna start going back over to Orion.
I can drive if you don't want to drive.
That sounds good.
Okay.
It
I'll
takes-
drive.
It's hard work to ride a horse. I'm just saying it kind
You're
of.
not riding a horse.
We're in the car,
Oh yeah, that's true. I
but
guess.
I will drive.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm putting up my orb so they can see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here so the camera can see it too.
Damn you, Forge.
Yeah.
Giving the most useless thing.
Okay,
No,
I don't know
it's
what it
useful,
is.
but
It will be.
I don't know what it is,
Yeah.
but I think there's a real connection between us because as soon as I went unconscious the second time, I got really tired. Like I'm
Yeah.
all of a sudden just out of it.
Yeah. So no, it's not. They're not really doing anything particularly heroic. Maybe it is for Cal, who can barely walk. But after a second, maybe a couple minutes, like 20 minutes tops.
Well, yeah, but I mean, He helped with the horses.
Yeah, you hear and see the caravan
Can
coming
I
up.
walk at this point?
Yeah, you can hobble feebly.
That's fine. I'm gonna need help on the caravan. I'm only 2 feet tall. I need help anyway.
I'll pull him up when he comes over.
It's like sunrise right now, right?
Yeah, the sun. I was gonna say, as you guys are working your way into the caravan, the sun is just beginning to rise.
Can I?
And because you guys didn't really sleep, I'm gonna need Cal and Orion to roll Constitution for me.
14.
Oh, I don't like that face.
7.
7.
Take a point of exhaustion, buddy. My rib is actually hurting right now, and I don't know why.
So
I'm gonna take a nap.
I need you. I think you can mark this down as a status effect on D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
But
Ow.
you're gonna have to take 1 level of exhaustion for me
I
since you
don't
didn't.
even know where I'd look for that.
Since you didn't really sleep.
Features
It's
and
up-
traits.
I think it's up near the. See if we can find it.
So with D&D Beyond, do you see next to under your hit points? It should say conditions.
Oh yes,
What?
I can. Oh,
My rib is
there's
actually
a lot.
hurting, and
Oh
I
my
don't know
god.
why.
Okay,
I have
exhaustion.
magic fucking powers of drawing the D&D world into real life.
Can I?
I'm cramping up under my rib.
I'm gonna.
Are you serious?
Seriously, and I'm super tired.
What the? I am a god.
Okay.
I am a god.
You're the one that did the magic trick, man.
Fear my wrath.
I really do.
It
Okay.
actually stings really
I'm
bad.
gonna take a nap.
Fuck you, Trevor.
He has voodoo dolls.
Yeah, I'm just back here with your minis, just going. Ah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a nap for an hour
Yeah.
or 5.
Okay.
Sounds good for me too. I don't have a hat in the game, but I'm doing this anyway.
I want to sleep.
Oh
until-
my god, Cal's getting a straw hat. Sorry.
I want to. I want to sleep until like somebody either wakes me up or I get a long rest.
Okay.
I actually need to stand up. My rib is hurting.
I need to lay down.
I'm afraid to say things like to
Yeah.
Cal, you die.
you. Yeah, like holy shit. God, the Arthur thing keeps freaking me out.
It's Arthur doing it. It's not him. It's Arthur.
exactly like it's like
Arthur's
life
voodooing
size.
us. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
the perfect size. Before you go to sleep, may I ask you something?
Wait, him or me? I'm out.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah, you're asleep.
yes, go ahead.
Can I take a long rest? Or will they be waking me up?
You can take it.
We'll
Yeah,
get to that
go-
in a sec.
go
Just
for it.
I don't jump the gun. Just
I'm not. Because it definitely changed some stuff.
Yeah. Hey Cal.
Yeah.
You disappeared.
Don't know what that was about. I was back in like a GIF.
What?
He's in so much pain.
I can't think straight.
You
Yeah.
were falling and you were gone.
I tried to call my weapon and don't know what happened.
Where did you go?
Don't know.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry, I saw that out of the corner.
Yeah, yeah. It's, he's
is it
literally
getting?
looking
Is it?
at us.
Is the head turning more?
Uh,
like,
will you make him? Will you please put
how did
him
it?
the
When
other
did it
way?
get creepy? It's like a little bit
Please?
getting into the uncanny valley.
Is
I
it
think.
just me or would Arthur be watching this conversation?
Will you put him away? Just yeah. Thank you.
Do we have a coat we can? Put
We can just like put a blanket over him. If we maybe like do the birdcage thing, he'll go to sleep.
A pizza box?
Pizza box over.
Just cover him
There's
up.
a piece of pizza in there. I don't know how old it is.
Alright, guys, our studio's clean.
No
Okay.
piece of pizza in here.
What?
There's nothing.
Oh, okay.
Paper in here.
Okay.
Yeah, our studio's
Let's
really
continue.
top notch.
Sorry.
Are you sure?
That's so much worse
Yeah.
because now it's like faintly
just
showing.
just
through
put
the
it back.
So you're just making it worse.
Now it just looks like he's looking at me through like a sheet.
Alright, go ahead.
Like I'm on my bed hiding under the covers and he's just pressing his face against it.
Go ahead.
Arthur, we love you.
Go ahead.
How is he having an end of the episode breakdown and he's not even here?
Yeah.
We're having a repeat of the Badger and he's fucking 30 miles away.
Roleplay with this bitch.
It's his power.
Okay. Doing the Arthur.
Turn it, just turn it.
Yeah, just
put it in
please-
normal.
Please
Put it normal.
Put it normal.
Arthur, what the fuck? You're not even here.
I see why you didn't want me to put this on Instagram.
Okay.
Okay, here.
Sorry.
What's he texting now?
Don't know where it went. It's just gone and then back again.
Yeah, but
Okay.
yeah.
Stop.
But will you be okay?
As long as I get this rib fixed, yeah.
Okay.
Ribs.
Multiple ribs fixed, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Here's the thing though, I only have one brother, so
It'll be okay. I'll be fine.
okay. Okay.
Except there'd be more like.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, wait.
So, are you, Nick, are you riding the cart while they rest, or are you guys just sleeping in the cart today?
I would like to drive it back to the clearing.
Yeah, I'll just sit up in the front where they're just passed out.
and then rest.
Okay. Yeah.
Do we see smoke? Can I make a perception check to see if I see civilization?
That's
Sure.
surfer voice.
Nat 20, you don't.
Go ahead and roll perception for me.
Oh, that was close. 20.
You don't.
20? Yeah, dude, you're very certain you don't see any smoke. And you're from the ground, right? You're not up high at all?
You're on a horse.
No.
I wish I was high.
I mean, we're in the carriage.
Cal, I will note something.
Uh-oh.
While you were up with that bird, you did see something in the distance. It's a ways. It's probably a good 15 miles due southeast. But you did see a tall, golden flagged spire jutting out of the treetops.
Wait, where was it?
Southeast, man.
Southeast-ish.
Nick,
Uh-huh.
when I was up there, I saw a tower. I don't know if there's anyone there or if anyone will help us, but we're in a pretty bad state. We might as well check it out.
Okay, where?
That's where I saw
Okay.
it. I don't know where.
15 miles due southeast.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's gonna sound lovely.
Yeah. Is there a nice path? Does it look like there's like any like clean way to go
There's a
in that
paved
direction?
road.
Yeah.
There's
Made
a
of
yellow
gold.
brick road.
Yeah.
And a
Like,
rainbow.
It's just less
in the
trees, you
it's
asshole.
from his. I mean, it wasn't across the river, so it is vaguely in the direction you're going.
Okay.
It looks like it's probably just like. I mean, it's hard to tell. You could head down the path you're already on.
I will.
You guys would have to actually navigate if you wanted to get to it.
Yeah.
I think it's best that we go there.
Go there.
We need a place to go.
You're the only one who's seen it. Will you help me if I try to get us there?
Yeah.
Okay.
How close was it on the road? Can I tell where we would be parallel?
You'd
to
have
it?
to go take a look again.
Up in the air.
You guys could probably climb up a tree or
I
something.
could. I'm really
I just want to
good.
say I'm sleeping
Yeah.
better than I've ever slept before.
What?
It's so good.
He's like half dead. He's like,
And he's like, "This is a nice one."
Soul
This
damage
is
will
good."
really take the air out of you.
Yeah.
You know?
It really does. I can tell you from experience. I've died from it. It hurts.
okay.
Soul damage is like NyQuil, and that's what it is.
The
So-
night
Why I
will
feel so
of
tired.
the
We have a
D&D.
mechanic where you can navigate based on a landmark.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd say if
Does-
someone can get up high
Yeah, I'll
enough to
climb.
get a
I'm
glance
good
at
at
it, you guys could
climbing, yeah.
probably navigate using it as a reference.
Just hop out real quick.
Okay.
Go up.
Yeah. Okay. I'll stop the cart and I will go.
Are
in.
you guys traveling while they rest, or
I'm planning on traveling. Yes.
Where's-
Now that
where's
we
Orion?
have a.
Because there is a
he's in the
downtime
back.
activity called recuperating, which you can do.
Yeah. What's that?
It's just like you just recover. I
You
can
just
look up
get a
the
little
actual
better.
mechanical.
Yeah, that sounds
You
fucking.
recuperate.
That sounds fantastic, Trevor. Can I please do that now?
Can I take a long rest, or do I have to, or should I take a short rest?
You guys probably are gonna want to take a long rest.
I want to. I just want to make sure that we're not. Gonna
If
run
you
into
are not
anything.
trying to do,
How long would I need to be asleep to take a long rest? 4 hours? 5 hours? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10?
20.
3.
I think it's like 6, like a full night's rest.
That'd be 8.
For us it is, but for
You-
grown adults it's like 6.
No, for us it's 9. For a grown adult, it's 8.
You're playing grown adults.
I know. Which is why it'd be 8.
Okay.
Do a
Can I
wisdom
climb a
saving
tree?
throw, bitch.
you can climb a tree. I'm basically just saying if you are driving the cart towards there,
Mhm.
they're gonna have to rest if they want to get
Yeah,
better.
of course. Yeah.
I've already gone to sleep.
Is
Okay.
he, how close are you behind me? Are you like
All right,
up
you can
against,
take
like, my
right. You
back?
can take a long rest.
Yeah.
Are you like up against my back?
Are you gonna wake me up?
No, I just want to steal your music box.
Dude, that music box in my... I mean, I am sleeping better than
I
I've
really
ever
like
had.
that music box.
But I would
There's something about
definitely...
that music
If
box.
he tries to put his hands in my, like, coat pockets, I would think I'd wake up.
You can roll sleight of hand if
I
you want,
could
Cal.
steal it for you.
yeah, I'll wait for her to get back.
I'm gonna climb up a tree. Is that acrobatics, or do I just climb
You
it?
yeah, we're not in any particularly stressful
Yeah.
situation, so you can just climb the tree.
Do I recover my 1 level of exhaustion? It's just another
From
box.
a long rest.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, you're
Wait,
long
do I
rest.
take a long rest as well or no?
If you are resting in the back of the cart.
in the back,
No, if you're just resting.
I've been resting this entire time since we got in the cart.
Well, we haven't gone anywhere yet.
So I'm awake right now though. 'cause I
Yeah,
wanna
you
steal
can.
that
You don't
music
have to.
box.
You don't. If you want to get rid of, you didn't take a level of exhaustion, right? So you don't really need to sleep if you don't want to.
Long rests just heal you. Which
Yeah.
is what I like.
Yeah.
It
Um,
heals you and it
I
gets
will
all your
say it
spell
is a
slots
long
back,
rest
yeah.
if you are not doing anything else. If you're just chilling in the back of the cart. If you're trying to steal from Orion,
Would he-
navigating,
would he-
watching
I'm
out.
trying to get her.
Would
to
he
steal
have
from
to be
Orion.
doing that for longer than I have to sleep then?
What?
Like,
Same time
okay.
for each of you.
Because I feel like... Go on.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
climbing up.
So since you're navigating from a landmark,
Steal from
yeah, Nick. So you climb. You actually go up pretty high. You choose a tree that will get you above the tree tops without having to climb to the top of it, so you're not like falling out.
Yeah.
And you get a peek out over the forest canopy, and you
Anaconda in the
see
tree.
off, way off in the distance. It would not be visible if it wasn't so distinct out against the horizon. Jutting out of this green forest is this tall spire. It's almost a bluish color at the top, and then it's got this gray brick with a billowing golden flag far above the treetops. And you can see it looks like it is down the path and then like maybe a mile off to the left.
Okay.
So if you would
So-
like to navigate, you can make a survival check for me.
But we can just stay on the path and then go a mile left, so I don't need
Yeah.
to navigate, do I? If we're
That's
just
true,
on
that's
the
fair.
path.
Yeah, if you're following a specific landmark, being the river in this case, then you should
Okay.
be fine.
I will do that.
All right. So, you guys travel. It's 15-ish miles, so it's a good amount of the day. You go past you go past midday and into later afternoon.
I'm sleeping. I'm gonna take a long rest.
Yeah, you guys are both sleeping, I'd assume.
Took a long rest, so...
Okay. That's fair.
Can I try to take his music box to play it? I know he's asleep, but I just want to hear it.
Dude, I would
Mm,
totally...
If you want to do that before you set off, yes.
I would totally
Yeah.
wake up if I knew that. I feel
You're
like...
asleep. Shut up.
I'm pretty sneaky.
Yeah. She's
Yeah,
real
but-
sneaky.
You can roll perception with advantage if you like.
But he's
He's
sleeping.
asleep and almost dead with advantage.
Nat
Are
20
you
on the
kidding
second roll.
me?
He's sleeping.
You know what? I didn't even really want to take it.
It's in his inner pocket.
I would like to
Fuck.
And
See,
he has specified that he cares about this.
yeah,
He's keeping
Deeply.
guard of this.
I do have
That stuff I
have
like,
a
I keep
flute.
in my jacket.
I do know how to. I've played that song on this flute. I would.
Flute.
Yeah, I do. It's my instrument from my patron. I would like to.
She has heard it.
I
a
have,
few times.
and I've
Yeah.
played it a few times.
You-
remember?
you've tried to
yeah,
mimic it,
I've
yeah.
played it. And I would just like to set it on the outside with me, where wind could blow through it, and I will make a little prayer to my God to see if the wind will play that song for me while I travel.
Of course.
That would definitely help me sleep. Like that would be awesome. I feel like my subconscious
God, my
would
God is such a
appreciate that.
dick, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. You head down this path.
I don't even have a guy.
We have like a good relationship.
Yeah, you head down this path through the winding oaks again, with the music from this wind at your back, actually pushing you along and playing a decent facsimile of the melody you heard before. And after not horribly long, a little less than half a day of travel, you come to I'd assume stopping every now and then to see how close to the tower you are. You find yourself almost directly lined up with it to your hard left, and you stop because there is a smaller path jutting off the large path leading into the woods.
Is it big enough?
It's not big enough for the caravan.
Okay.
It has been hours at this point. They are well rested.
Okay, fellas. Wake up. Time to walk. I'm sure you guys are looking forward to that.
Time to walk.
Yeah, time to walk.
So how we're like close to this tower though.
Yep.
Yep.
You're
can
close
see
enough
it?
actually now you can kind of get a few glimpses of it through the treetops.
What tower?
That's a good point.
Cool place. We have like a mile to go. We can walk a mile.
Yeah, I saw it when I was up in the sky. I thought it would be good to find some shelter.
Are we at the place we need to be already? How long did I sleep?
Yeah, it's been a couple days.
It's been.
I do not feel rested enough for a couple days.
All right, let's go.
Drama queen.
So you walk down this path towards
What the-
this very tall spire topped with the billowing gold flag you saw before. And this, as you get closer, you realize just how much this tower juts above the treetops. It looks to be farther down this path, provided it continues into the forest. But before you make it to the tower, and actually when you are just starting to get close enough that where to the point where you think you'd be able to see it beneath the treetops as well, you come to this small wooden checkpoint sat on the path in front of you, almost like a little toll booth. It looks to be hastily assembled, possibly while Jesus, what's the word for someone who builds things?
Contractor?
Possibly while the carpenter was drunk. It is not staffed, but a small brass bell, heavily dented, dangles from the top of the booth. But
You
we are
fucking
gonna have to
asshole!
wait till
No,
next time
I
to
knew
find
it
out.
was coming. I mean, look at the time.
Okay.
Thank you so much for watching. I promise we will find out what's up with that booth next time.
What's up with that?
Thank you guys. Thank you, players, for watching. Arthur, you really stole the show this time. Ugh, I don't like
That's
that.
pretty
Socks.
nasty.
We have socks.
Socks. Get our
Socks.
socks.
Socks. There we
I
go.
don't
That's that
have, I
announcement
don't have
done.
those
Anyway.
socks, but I have socks on.
You do have socks. Good job, Nate. A round of applause for Nate's socks.
Arthur doesn't even have feet.
That's
Will
fair.
you stop? It's so
Oh,
uncanny. And will you not
Of
make
course
him?
it's uncanny. It's a picture of him.
I don't like looking at it.
I don't look like him.
All
Dude, I
right.
could rock it back and forth. And...
That was something, guys.
Thank you
Oh,
so
he
much for
typed.
joining us tonight. We look forward
We
to
had
seeing
fun,
you next
and
week.
It's definitely Adrian's favorite episode so
Bye.
far.
They're always Adrian's
They're
favorite
always
episode.
Oh, yeah.
favorite.
But without further ado, good night.
Good night, guys.
We'll see you next week.